Gravy, gang, gang, gang. Baby, pop the top and let it spread. As we're listening to Pastor Gravy. We're going fishing for your bitch today. We're drunk in Houston, baby. And we go hit and lick and we'll get rich today. Rich, bitch.
Gravy, gang! What is going on, everybody? Happy Gravy Day. It's Past the Gravy, episode number 608 with you boys, Alex, Pat, and Bobby. Jokes. And again, we are remote. It's just like COVID.
You're welcome.
5 years later, we're right back in it.
Yeah.
It's so funny figuring out how to do this again.
Yeah, because last time we did it, you weren't here. That's
Yeah.
why we had to do it, because Robert knows how to hit all the cool buttons that makes everything work. And I was like, "What if we just send you the video? Does that work?" And we got through it that time. But now, I don't know, it's weird. And like Zoom's updated since Pat and I did it the last time. So for Robert, that's probably 107 different updates
like-
to Zoom.
AI companion, what is that?
We don't use that. We don't believe in that. No. Well, we got a fun-filled episode for you, I think. I was telling Robert, I was like, this could be a pretty easy one, or we could get off the rails because there's a lot of random stuff that's going to come up in it. We're going to do a mock draft of carnival games, and what did I wrote down the first thing I wanted to talk about is that I binge watched Severance, and it's a really good show.
That's what I hear. I still haven't gotten around to it.
Really good show. And I did the thing where I thought it was done. Thought season 2 is over. Season 2 has one episode left. And I got to it and I was like, well, all right, why is it the next episode coming up? You left me at a cliffhanger. What the fuck? And I just gotta wait till Friday. But Severance
Luckily, because
would recommend.
it's a good thing that you caught up now, because isn't that show where it's like 2 years in between every season?
No, they're not doing that next time.
Okay, thank God.
I just saw a thing about that. It was 3 years after the first season, and it left you on like a crazy cliffhanger. But it reminds me of Lost. Like, I loved Lost. It's one of my
Never
favorite
watched
shows
it.
of all time, and it's very much like, what the fuck is going on? But you don't understand anything for like the first 3 episodes, and then it's episode 4, you're like, got it. All right. And you still don't really understand it, but like it starts to make sense. Things start to make sense. So like stick with it if you start watching it. But also I need to just talk about it with people. It's the show I watch that my wife doesn't watch. And so like usually I give her my theories, and now I'm like, but who wants to talk about this show?
Reddit.
Yeah, that's what I do mostly.
It's almost like we're doing a COVID episode right now. What have you been watching?
Yeah.
Except not everybody in the world is watching everything right now. So.
Where you been segment back. bring that back.
I started watching the new Bill Burr stand up the other night, but
Great.
what I saw was great. I got really sleepy and had to turn it off.
I watched it the day it came out. It was really good. The
I mean,
Drop
it's Bill-
Dead Years on Hulu.
It's Bill Burr. It's always good.
Friend of the show, Bill Burr, that is.
Mhm.
Friend of the pod.
Oh, Billy Red Balls.
What else did I have for a pre-cum segment?
Sleepy Snakes.
Yeah. So that was something. I had a dream, and I woke up and I went right to the podcast prep sheet and I wrote down Sleepy Snakes. And then today, in preparation for the podcast, I had to think back because I didn't understand what it meant. It was
I
a game.
love and hate when I do that.
Yeah, it was a game idea. And it seemed like it was a great idea in a game form. But hear me out. It's a game show, and there's a bunch of sleeping snakes. But also they're very poisonous, venomous snakes, and you have to do stuff with music that's getting progressively louder, and the floor that eventually starts to vibrate, and you have to start just like, it's kind of like Ultimate, no, was it American Ninja Warrior, but like dumbed down. So you're just jumping back and forth between shit. Think floor is lava, but the floor is just sleeping snakes. And if you fall on the sleepy snakes, they're poisonous. They're gonna bite you.
Why do
So,
they
like-
have to be sleeping for this? It could just be a snake pit.
Well, because it'd be funnier if there were sleepy snakes.
I would
Because
like to
like
offer
you could get by it in the early rounds. Wow, Pat Pat's foot stepped on the ground, but that snake was a little too sleepy. Didn't get him in time.
Okay, okay.
Like, have you ever seen a snake wake up? I've never seen a snake sleep, and I've never seen a snake wake up. I would imagine they sleep all coiled up, but like when my daughter gets up and she's just like, "What, what is the world right now?" Like, do you think snakes do that? Because it'd be really
I don't think they
funny.
sleep. They don't sleep.
Like,
They're just evil incarnate.
wake up and yawn. Like,
I'm gonna give you a
who the fuck's
shark.
this guy jumping over me? What are you doing? And then they
I-
just snag you.
I'm gonna give you a Shark Tank offer here. I will offer you $10 for 100% of this idea, so I can make sure it never happens.
I mean, it's
Because any games
ten
involving
dollars more.
snakes, I don't fuck with snakes. I don't want anyone to fuck with snakes. I want them
Yeah.
all gone. I was named after the guy that drove them out of Ireland, aka my fucking hero, because I would love to live in a place with no snakes.
Right.
Just fear in the back of my mind at all times.
But that's how you like market the game too. Is like you could just be like, these are the snakes that used to live in Ireland. These are their ancestors. Hi, Sam. It's been a minute we got to do that,
Yeah.
hasn't it?
Yeah, I missed it. I'll get the next one.
Houston clothing swap. Don't forget. April 17th, 27th. I got it
27th.
close. I was very close. And there was an April and a 7 in it.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't the 7th.
Better to be early than late.
I've been getting ready to move and I've been like going through my closet and I have a bunch of stuff that I'm not going to wear again, but is like dope shit. And I'm like, guess what? Houston clothing swap. I'm going to just see Robert and be like, here's a bunch of trash bags. Take these.
Yeah.
Because they donate them if nothing happens, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like worst case scenario, they get donated.
So worst case scenario, you're just giving them a chore to do.
Well, but there are shirts where I'm like, like, no one's going to wear this. This is just like a branded shirt. I'm not doing that. So I throw those away or donate them to someone else. That's not.
Yeah, don't throw them away. Throw them behind the weird dumpster looking thing at any Walgreens.
That's true. I should just give them to homeless people. Here's some sick swag, bro.
He'd be like, I'm not wearing that dumb shit.
Yeah, he spits on me.
All right,
yes,
sleepy snakes.
Sleepy snakes. Let's just put that in the maybe category. It seems like would you watch that game? It seems like Dwayne Wade hosted that the floor game.
For the box? It was like
yeah,
the
whatever
box?
it was. It was something like that. Like this seems like a show that Dwayne Wade would host.
Yeah, that never made sense why they had him host. It was like, oh, he's a host. No, no.
Just a
charisma.
random guy that would host shit. You're like, I don't know, get Dwayne Wade to go play with some snakes. But he's not playing with snakes. He's just telling people to get into the snake thing.
One rule: if we get it going, Jerry O'Connell's the game show host because he's the best.
Yeah, I love Jerry O'Connell.
He's the best.
Jerry O'Connell rocks. Sleepy snakes. That was one idea. I mean, I don't know. It was a dream. That's dream Alex. You got to take that up with. Okay, I'm just regular Alex now, and I maybe not the best idea, but sleepy snakes. Think about the last time you saw snakes sleep. Huh? Do they?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Don't-
We don't.
I-
Nobody does.
I don't look at snakes. They scare me. Only good snake's a dead snake.
Yeah. Or there's a cool snake on the Mexican flag, but I think that is a dead snake.
If it's
Right?
not dead, it's dying.
Because the Eagles just like fuck you.
He's got him in the talons.
It's taking it to America.
No, leave it there. Leave it in Mexico.
No, the Eagles going to America.
But if he's got a snake, I don't want the eagle.
And the green on the Mexican flag is the green card. So that's like,
Oh,
it's cool to get there.
that's a good loophole there. I didn't
Yep.
think about that one.
Yep. Not a lot of people looked into that, but I'm the guy, I'm a flag expert. All right. What else did I have? Cream. Oh, here's a shirt idea. Cream Pines. And
It's
then
just like a fake,
it just like, yeah,
fake
it's
like sleepaway camp or something.
yeah, it just looks like it's like a wooded like camp or something. Just like I love Cream Pines, and it's just got a bunch of like generic looking pine trees on it. Find a
Ooh.
cool woodland font, and then that'd be a really funny shirt to wear.
So we could even have
Rebel
one that
trademark.
says like Cream Pines Prank Wars, and it shows like a cabin that was they filled it with like laundry bubbles, and the front door's open, so the white laundry bubbles are just like seeping out of the front door.
No, I was just thinking it doesn't have to be like that's a good idea. Robert, print that shirt too. But I was just thinking it'd be funny to just have like a generic like I love Cream Pines, and it's like Cream Pines, Indiana. It's like, what
Yeah,
is,
like what's that Bible
what does
camp
that
that everyone
mean?
would go off to for the summer? We just design it to look like that.
Is it? It wasn't Piney Woods. That was Sam used to.
It was something like that.
Pine
Pine something.
Cove. Pine Cove.
Yeah. No, but we're Cream Pines.
Cream Pines.
It's
Nothing dirty about that.
where you learn how to make dairy products.
Yep. Have you seen the meme where it's the like coffee creamer and it's like join the cream team today and it's like hashtag cream team and the guy's just like I ain't tweeting that, bro.
I am tweeting that. Robert, we say this a lot, make that shirt. I think this is actually one shirt that we should make because it might actually sell. People would wear Cream Pine shirts.
Cream Pines. Cream Pine team. Oh, you could put like team leader on
Team
the
White.
back. Team Cream.
Team Cream, baby.
Join the cream team at Cream Pines.
I love this. We should start Cream Pines. We should start this camp.
It's an adult summer camp. Remember we were trying to do adult summer camps last year? We were like, no, we were trying to do summer camps where we were trying to rip off summer camps last year, weren't we?
You know, this gives me an idea to write a script, but I'll tell you more about that one later.
Yeah. No, don't give away the clues yet. But yeah, Cream Pines.
Short story, maybe.
Let's mark that down. What do you guys got for Precome segment?
I just how was your St. Patty's Day? Did you guys do anything? Robert, I bet didn't even wear green on Monday.
I don't think I did. Well, I mean, I always
Of
wear.
course you did.
Always...
Yeah, he can't tell what color he's wearing.
Yeah.
And nobody pinched him. Oh, that's a loophole for him.
Yeah.
Like, I thought I was wearing green. Ah, shit. I guess we have to accept that.
It's like basically like you could like play the racist card almost that day. Like be like, I don't see colors. You can't pinch me. Did you pinch me because I can't see colors? How dare you? My disability. And you can play that card.
Mm-hmm.
Did you wear your green, Alex?
I wore my Irish I was listening to Pass the Gravy shirt and
I saw
my
that. I did
Pass
see
the
that,
Gravy
for sure.
dad hat with the clover on it. I was double greened out.
Yeah. As soon as I walked into work, someone was like, "How are you not wearing green?" Because I have to wear like all black.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, "No, you just can't see it. I wore green underwear. I'm not gonna fuck up on my day. It's Saint Me Day."
You just get like a little pin put on just green.
A bunch of the servers did. They had little pins that were green on their apron so that nobody would pinch them. But it led me into I wasn't gonna do anything because I was working that night anyway. And at one point at work, we ran out of grenadine. I was like, "Oh, I'll go pick it up." And while I'm at Specs, it gave me an excuse to buy some Guinness.
Right.
While I was there just to have. And I was like, "Cool, we'll just that way I can do a car bomb at the end of the night with the bartender." He'd never done a car bomb before in his life. He's our age. He's mid-30s, has never done an Irish car bomb in his life. How is that possible?
Have you ever thought about like if you go to certain places in the world and you're like, "Do you want to do a car bomb?" Like it probably doesn't get the same reaction as it does at like a bar.
Yeah, don't ever ask for one in Ireland. They are not fans of that drink.
They don't like the Irish car bombs.
No,
it's an actual car bomb.
It is a sore subject for them, but
yeah.
But I had to tell like his friends are servers.
Is Pat Al Qaeda? What the fuck's this deal?
I told all the servers that are his friends that they're all bad friends. I was like, you can't tell me you've never been out on St. Patty's before, and then just like, I mean, even if you don't order one, you do a car. Like somebody will give you a car bomb.
Yeah, I think a lot of people might not know what they're called.
No, he had never. He was like, that was delicious, and the way he said it, I was like, have you fucking never had one? He's like, no, doesn't make sense to me. It's like a chocolate alcoholic milkshake. It's fantastic, but
yeah,
I just maybe it's because I'm Irish. I don't know. The fact of somebody never having had an Irish car bomb baffled me. I was shook. I was taken aback.
I mean, I feel like I can definitely see people not doing Irish car bombs before, but like,
I can't.
I feel like a lot of people have.
To me, that's like someone being like, "Oh, I've never had a margarita." Like, what? How the fuck have you never had a margarita?
Rod Ryan has never had a margarita. He lives in Texas.
How?
I don't know. That's why I'm like, dude, you like literally like at our job, we go out for drinks. How have we not like one of our biggest like companies that we use for like company meetings and shit like that is El Tiempo.
How have you not? How
they have margaritas all over the place.
How have you not showed up to work at 4 a.m. with a pre-made margarita for him going, "You're going to drink this before we get on air"? You're not
Because,
all of it, but
dude.
you have to try it. That's it. That's insane to me. Is he just like one of these people who's like, I do not drink tequila, period?
No, he does drink tequila.
What the fuck is happening?
That's why I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. That's one of the craziest things about that guy.
I'm gonna throw a margarita at him next time I see him.
Don't throw it, but try and give it. He'd probably drink it if you handed him one. But again, then I don't know.
I think he's lying.
You
That's
have
a
to like
lie.
actively go out of your way to not have a margarita in Texas. Robert, you've never had a margarita.
No,
Have you
You don't
ever
drink, so it's
have you ever
different.
gotten like a non-alcoholic margarita?
I
Limeade?
A cocktail?
nope.
Just pretty much a limeade.
It's basically just lime and agave at that point. Some club soda, probably.
Limeade and like simple
Lemonade.
syrup. Lemonade's dope.
I don't know. It just when you come from a family of drinkers like mine, when people haven't had just basic drinks, it blows my mind.
Yeah.
So it's like saying I've never had red wine. Like I don't understand how you were raised, and it scares me and also saddens me.
Well, Rod's Canadian, so maybe they don't drink margaritas there.
That he's had a Caesar.
Caesar salad?
No,
Or like got
Caesar.
stabbed.
No, a Caesar. It's a drink in Canada. It's basically a Bloody Mary,
With syrup.
with clam juice in it.
That sounds okay.
Sounds
It
gross.
sounds okay.
It's actually really good.
All right. Well, what else would you bring in for a pre-com segment, Robert?
So the Astros officially revealed the new Stros, the City Connects.
City Connect.
I'm glad you're bringing this up. Will you right now on the video version? Will you throw up the picture of just Altuve
Yeah.
wearing his? So, what are your thoughts on these jerseys? Because I feel like my opinion sort of changed when I saw like the full reveal.
Yeah, because I think I texted you like a leaked image of
Yeah.
them like last week. You seemed positive on them.
I thought they were cool when I saw them, but then seeing them wear them, I'm like, you could have just. It's weird when the City Connect jerseys are also like white jerseys or the team's regular shit. Like the St. Louis ones where it just says STL, like you didn't make the logo on the hat any cooler. That's not a cool logo. It just says STL. Detroit's where it says Motor City and then it just says Detroit in really small font. That's a stupid one. Like I thought that Space City do the white pants, that's fine. But like having just a white jersey when you also mostly wear white at home is weird to me. Like Kansas City doing the powder blues, I don't think those are their City Connect ones, but like I like the Cardinals the Lou. That's pretty cool. The Dodgers ones are trash. Most of them are trash. Most
I
of them
love
are
these.
trash. I don't like it's just weird that like it says Stros on the front and then the A is like wouldn't it be an S? I
mean,
know that you're the Astros, but it's like you're going by Stros, so you would have just put the star or whatever. I don't know. I love the A. I think the A because it's a kind of a throwback A that they used to have. I
Yeah.
really like the A.
And the star on the front that surrounds the Astros, it kind
make
of
it a
looks like the
navy
old
jersey.
brick one.
Make it a different color jersey. Like I get it. Like they already have the orange jerseys. I don't think they should touch the orange jerseys, the white jerseys. I like the little rainbow ones that they've done the changes to a little bit over the years. The Astros grays, but like do something a little bit different.
Like
it looks too much like a home jersey that would be a regular home jersey.
you know what it is? It's I think what it is for you is it's almost too similar to the old ones. It looks like the old one, but they just like color swapped it.
Yeah, just don't make it Space City.
There are things that are different. Obviously, it doesn't say Space City, but like the font of it and everything kind of still looks like that.
Just make it black and make it look like it's space. Like make it look like it's space.
The hat is
Space
awesome.
Cowboys did that with one, and it looked awesome.
The hat to me also it kind of looks like they were making a Marlins hat, but didn't complete the M.
But it is the hat is.
I love the jersey though.
4 out
I
of
think
5 stars. Hat.
yeah.
The
Yeah,
jersey
no,
would be
I like
okay if it was just like I don't know. I don't know why. Like
I like the little orange and blue down at the bottom of the sleeves. Problem is nobody's wearing high socks. I need to see someone wearing high socks in these jerseys.
and they should have it would have been cool if they like somehow incorporated the rainbow jerseys and just put the Stros thing over that.
Yeah.
Like made it more like a modern version of those. I don't know. It is not at all the worst of the City Connect jersey.
No, I mean nobody's going to be worse than the Rangers. That's the worst one I've
The
ever
Rangers
seen.
are so dumb. They have the dumbest City Connect jerseys.
Well, they're probably what, a year away from redesigning theirs now, right?
But
Since
like
they come
what
out a year
that's
after us.
I don't know.
Something
I
like
get
that.
that you're doing it to sell more jerseys, but like I don't know. And then like the fucking Dodgers dumb shit. Like, oh, let's have the WNBA jersey names where they're below the number. This isn't fucking basketball. People aren't wearing they don't have long hair. You don't need to have the name at the bottom of it, you fucking weirdos. And theirs are white too. Stupid. And they look like they're knockoff Space City jerseys.
I'm a fan. I like the good thing now that they're doing these jerseys is you don't have to worry about your team completely changing anymore. Like when we went to the Brick Reds, people were torn, and now even people are starting to come around them, but they hate them at the time. And then we redesigned what we now our jerseys are so good. It's good to have these alternates that are going to be set because you don't have to worry about your team just completely fucking changing the color. Like the Marlins should still be old school Marlins colors. When they change to the new almost rainbow colors that they do now, it's bullshit.
I just
The
don't like the
teal and
black on
black was
black
perfect.
I don't like the black on black Marlins hats that they go with. It's like you could just do the neon on black, but I don't know. We're talking jersey fashion way too much, and I don't care though, because now I'm mad about some of them. But like Boston,
You're just mad that the Yankees won't do one.
no, I don't mind not having one. I think if you're not gonna have a
They
good one,
shouldn't.
don't have one.
Yeah. No, I mean there are
If
certain
the
teams like the
Yankees had,
Yankees and
they had,
Dodgers should not have City Connects. Your jerseys are
yeah.
perfect.
But I've always thought like the Yankees could do an alternate third where they just do like the batting practice NY on like the upper like side of the upper chest. Like that's the batting practice jersey. You can rock those a couple of times during the regular season. But I also like just being like, nope, we're white or we're gray. That's it.
The Yankee City Connects, what they're going to do is just the warmer it gets, the more it smells like piss.
Yeah, they already
That's
did
how they
that.
connect with their city.
But Boston A plus. It's just the marathon. That's cool. Colorado probably has the
I
best ones because they have the
I
mountains on it.
never been a big fan of the Boston ones. I understand it's awesome.
But they don't
It's
wear
the
it all the
Boston
time.
Marathon, but like yellow and blue for the Red Sox. Give me
Weird.
a green City Connect like that. And I understand it's the Boston Marathon colors. It means a lot to the city where I don't like those jerseys.
I think I saw
Angels,
that
cool.
they're gonna make that a part of their rotation. Like they're not retiring them. They've added it to their
I don't like that.
rotation.
I liked it when they did it Marathon Day. They would do it like the week leading up to Marathon if
Yeah,
they were playing at home. Like that
Marathon
was
Day
cool.
to wear those, yeah, just that one day. Don't make it your City Connect. Like I remember years ago that Red Sox wore green jerseys on 420. I laughed for weeks.
That's pretty great.
I was like, that's fucking perfect.
Pretty great.
But yeah, it's Boston. Your alternate jersey should be green. It should just honestly, the Red Sox alternates should just be Celtics jerseys. That would be sick. That would be fucking awesome.
The Padres jerseys are awful, the City Connect ones, but I love them
Yeah,
because
because
it's
it
San
works.
Diego. It's weird enough. Like you can do that. And the Padres have changed their shit enough that like it's okay. But like the ice cream colors, tight. Sure, I'll let you have that. You're San Diego.
Honestly,
Phillies are
they're
weird.
Phillies City Connect jerseys are what the
What the
Marlins
fuck is
regular
that?
jerseys should be. If they're not going to be the teal and black, Phillies City Connect should be Marlins because that looks like Miami colors.
But they need to just do what like the Astros the Space City ones were cool. I thought even the Diamondbacks, the Spanish ones were kind of cool. But I just don't understand why like more teams don't just if you're trying to go full NBA, just do the throwbacks. Like wear the bricks. Make it a little bit more modern, but like wear the bricks.
You know,
The gold and navies. Wear those. Just be like, we don't have a City Connects. We have four sort of updated jerseys that are like cool that other people can wear their throwbacks with. Like I like that.
the Rockets ones, they drive me nuts too.
I
Where it's
love
like,
the
hey,
new Rockets ones.
see, here's what it is. I like them too. My problem is if you're going to do throwback style jerseys and use the 90s colors, just give me the 90s jerseys. Those 90s jerseys were fucking awesome.
I like this as H-Town
And,
though.
and H-Town, or don't they have some that say clutch?
They had Clutch City ones I think last year.
Okay, but like they look cool and everything, but it just makes me want the 90s logo. The red and yellow basketball with the thick.
Yeah, that was an elite logo. But then I also hate, like, I love the Rockets throwback ones that they're wearing this year.
Yeah.
the modern throwbacks, but I hate that they make the court say the Summit because it's like I know that's historic. They're kind of going along with that. This is not the Summit. It should say Toyota Center.
It's not the summit.
It's literally the name of the old arena you played in. You do not play in that arena. If I was Toyota,
Also,
I would be furious.
also the guy who's in that building now, dickhead.
Yeah, that'd be funny if it had to say Lakewood Church.
And on the days when it says Lakewood Church, we don't let anybody in the doors.
And
We
you
play in
can't
front
play
of no
on
fans.
you can't play on Sundays like BYU.
It's just like, oh no, we have room in here for you. We're not letting you in though. The
But
Rockets, they don't want to play in front of people.
like the Giant City Connect I'm looking at, stupid. Just have a G and the Golden Gate Bridge on it. Get out of here. That's a batting practice jersey. Wear that for batting practice. I'll wrap it up though, but Colorado has the coolest ones, and then
Oh, yeah.
I like the Angels too. The Angels are just like it looks like that was a throwback Angels jersey that was not a throwback Angels jersey.
I can't wait till the A's get to Vegas and their City Connect jerseys. It just has like neon lights on it and flashing lights and like jackpot sounds that randomly just shoot out of speakers in the jersey.
And then I think the Tampa Bay Rays should have to do like a mandatory City Connect this year, and it's like Yankees pinstripes but with the Tampa Bay logo on it.
They just stitch pinstripes over their
It's
jersey.
yeah, it's just like a Yankees jersey that hasn't been stitched yet, and they're like, put the Ray on it. There you go.
Or it's like they remove the lettering, the stitching from the Yankees one, but it's still kind of there.
Yeah,
And then they just put
it's old Yankees jerseys. They have to find them in the spring
the
training
bowels of the
facility.
state. It's like it's the old wool ones that don't breathe.
That's what like Judge and them found during the playoffs last year. They were like, "Hey, we like those," and they're like, "Well, we actually found a box. This is like 25 years old. If you want to wear these, like, sure." Didn't do him a lot of good. That's actually what I'll blame the dropping the ball in the World Series on. He was wearing wool.
I think those were cotton, is why they liked them. They were breathing
Yeah, what
well.
was that? That was the Seinfeld bit, right?
Oh yeah, with George.
Got cotton or wool. I can't remember. All right,
Polyester.
Polyester. That's enough Jersey talk. But Robert, you are a fan of the Astros City Connects?
Yeah, I do like them. My least favorite part of them is actually the hat. I don't really care too
Really?
much for the hat.
It's
Yeah.
it is strikingly weird. It's taking so I like it, but I don't know if I do. It's like the more I
Just
see
don't
it,
wear
the
it a
more I
lot.
like it.
Don't wear them a lot. The Astros have a lot of the Astros have a really cool set of unis.
We don't wear our throwbacks enough is the problem. We wear the City Connects too much and don't wear the rainbows
That.
enough.
But I don't think that, yeah, it's like make that more of a thing. And the orange is rock. More teams should be orange. It pops.
Yeah, they don't wear the orange enough either.
Yeah, the orange was like Saturday at night games, right? Or Saturday afternoon home games. I don't know.
Something
It should
like
be
that.
every weekend home games should be a special jersey for that series. Like you wear the oranges this weekend. The next weekend we wear the City Connect. The next weekend we wear the throwbacks, and then just rotate on the weekends.
Yeah, the Astros did that a while ago, where
Or
they
like
were
a
like
Sunday
bringing
home
back
games,
random
maybe not a whole weekend.
throwbacks. I don't know. I'm sorry if we've tuned you out by Jersey talk, but it's exciting. And also, fuck you, Dodgers. It's absolutely bullshit that they're like, oh, hey, Team Japan, aka the Los Angeles Dodgers. What if we had like a international series that we open the actual season up with, and no one is going to be awake to watch, and we'll play against the Cubs, who are going to
So
be
fucking dumb.
mediocre at best, and also we're going to be in Japan.
It makes no sense. So, well, we have to
Oh,
play it.
no way. Could you like Shohei was like, yeah, I'm nervous. You're fucking playing at home. Shut the fuck up, you degenerate gambler.
Yeah, they're sitting there. They're like, well, we have to play at local time so their fans can see it. It's the only major league games they will see all year. The people will watch it at 2 a.m. local time.
Or can they can watch the Nippon Carps or whatever the fucking names of the teams are over there. I remember betting on them during COVID. Sort of.
Japanese baseball's
the
awesome.
Dinos. One of the teams is the Dinosaurs.
The Dragons, I know, is a
Yeah.
good team over there.
And their championship trophy was a sword, which was pretty awesome.
And then like their best team is just the Giants.
Yeah, which I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
The Giants, like when the San Francisco Giants were winning ships, I was like, not a Giants baseball fan, but like, kind of like my team won something.
I saw a clip online a couple weeks ago and it was before the new baseball game came out, and it was like highlights of the Japanese baseball game, and it's supposed to be really good. And I really considered trying to search online and have one shipped because I'm
You
pretty
should
sure
do
you can't
that.
buy it on the
That'd be fun
American
to
Xbox
stream.
store.
That'd be fun to stream for sure. All
I don't know
right,
what any of these words say.
let's move on to the Comeback Kid segment where we tell you what's back in the news. According to us, this week, the Comeback Kid segment is brought to you by our new sponsor we get for a couple of weeks. Call of Duty Warzone. Verdansk returns to Call of Duty Warzone on April 3rd. The iconic map with popular POIs like Superstore, Hospital, and Prison is back. It's perfect for both OG and new players. You can experience intense battles, iconic landmarks, and thrilling moments. It'll feature gameplay updates and Verdansk era weaponry. Get your squad together and drop in for the epic action. Call of Duty Warzone is free to download. Don't miss the return of Verdansk on April 3rd. Rated M for mature. Call of Duty Warzone, the return of Verdansk, the official sponsor of this week's Comeback Kid segment.
It's the Comeback Kid. The Comeback Kid of the week. The Comeback Kid of the week. Bitch.
There we go. I don't know. We have a little audio issues, but it's fine. It's
You're
fine.
welcome.
It's fine. It's good. We're great. Everything's fine. All right. I like the Pat when he's remote again. He's just drinking. Do you think if we just showed up to the station with booze, like they probably wouldn't say anything?
That's it. I don't think they would, but I don't know if I'm allowed to just bring a 6-pack and start crushing them in your office.
You probably could.
And if somebody's like, you can't do that, I'd just be like, oh, it's okay. I don't work here. Get the fuck out. What are you talking about?
It's fine. This isn't my key card. I took it from someone.
Yeah, I got a little time. Might as well. I got some leftover Guinness. Might as
There
well
you go.
crush them,
All right. Our first comeback kid this week is JFK. JFK files were released, boys.
I saw one
Didn't
snippet.
read any of it.
Yeah, I saw one snippet online of it was like a photocopy of an old testimony or something where I mean, it could be fake as shit though. I don't know. But basically it was a guy saying he showed up to his friend's house. It was all disheveled because he was like, my colleagues at the CIA killed him. And they're like, we don't believe you. I don't know. I think we've all it's been an open secret for years that the CIA killed him.
No, it's Dallas. Dallas did it so they can make us pay for that museum. Pretty much.
The way
they were
this one
this
worded
place
it,
sucks. Now people come and they think about JFK here instead of how shitty this town is.
the way the thing that I read worded it though is that it was like a rogue group within the CIA that was like selling guns and drugs and all this shit, and they were like he found out he was going to pop, so they had him killed. And I don't know why the fuck, every time I've ever heard the CIA did it, I thought it came from the top of the CIA. How has it never occurred to me that it was just CIA agents that were doing illegal shit and had their own rogue sect? And I was like, I've watched 100 shows.
That's all they do.
There's always rogue sects within these fucking government agencies, and never once did it occur to me in real life that actually happens. I'm a fucking idiot.
Yeah. I mean, Dallas did kill JFK. People don't forget. We've been saying that for years, but I like when stuff like this happens because I initially am like, oh hell yeah, I'll check this out. And then it's like, oh, it's 63,000 pages. I'm not gonna read that. And then
I also won't trust anybody else's summaries because I think they're all lying.
See, where I am is I'm kind of the opposite. Not that I trust their summaries, but then I just wait 2 days for the TikTok thing where they have the caption or the picture in the background of them, and they're like, so right here, the JFK files were released, and what I got from reading through this, it's like that guy did not read 63,000 pages. I guarantee you he did not. But so really what you see is Lee Harvey Oswald was in bed with Jack Ruby, and then they were, because the Bay of Pigs did this. He was trying to become a Soviet Union member, started to join the Soviet army, but they didn't do that, so JFK had a chat with him, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, I'll watch 10 of those and then steal what I think I want to use to troll people with. But I'm not going to really do a deep dive into something that happened in 1963.
The Bay of Pigs still makes no sense to me. How could we not take Cuba?
Well,
It's the United States against Cuba. How did we not win that?
it wasn't all the United States. It was
I know.
insurgents.
We
We're
sent
trying to
a
have-
landing force, and that was it.
We were like trying to Afghanistan it without tanks.
And now, if we like try to do the Bay of Pigs, we'd just be like, all right, we're going to drop 3 missiles from space,
I'm
take
talking
out all
Desert
their
Storm.
infrastructure.
Desert Storm,
But yeah,
Afghanistan.
I'm happy for Robert F. Kennedy. He finally gets some closure.
I'm sure he's really excited about that.
My father can finally rest in peace.
I killed a bear one time in Central Park, and I put him in my car, and I dumped him.
Me and Elon are gonna gut the CIA now. I'm just kidding.
I don't know. I don't know why RFK impressions are so funny to me.
Because he's got a funny voice. That's
It
why.
is. I know, but it's like anytime anybody does it, it just makes it funnier. Like him doing his voice is not funny to me, but somebody else doing it, it's like hilarious. I know it's like a medical condition or whatever, but it's like, I don't know, you're talking all the time.
You talk funny. I'm
You talk
sorry.
a lot and I see it, and then when I see it, I'm gonna mock it.
I
okay?
also laugh when I hear Canadian accents.
When Trump
It's just
talks,
like
we
an
also
accent to
we
me.
also mock it.
Pat, that last one, it sounded like that one character from South Park who has to like put that little thing.
Ned, that's what, the voice box. That's what it became. Jimbo, I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. I need, so you said in like 2 days we'll get the TikToks. So in like a week, the Instagram breakdowns of it will happen because that's how it works. It goes TikTok, then Instagram.
And then people start to go missing because the Clintons didn't like what they said and made sure that they went away.
Well, no. In a week it'll happen. People will talk about it for 2 days, and then the news cycle will refresh. Nobody has the attention span to do this shit anymore.
I always just assume that something really bad is happening with the government whenever they release shit like that. We're like, here, give them this. Look at this. Look over here. We're not doing this. Something weird's going on probably, and they're just like, go like with the aliens. Like, I don't know what they did, but they were like, nah, aliens. Check these. Give them the alien pictures. Like they have like a break glass in case we need to do some fucked up shit, and it's like, yeah, we got aliens. They're talking about the aliens. Give them the alien things. Here, these paper mache aliens we made in Mexico. They're real.
That one was the worst.
Yeah.
But whatever. Now we all we get to be obsessed with this for 2 weeks, and then we can get back to where's the Epstein list.
You know what else we have to be obsessed with for about 2 weeks, a little bit over that, is brackets. Because it's March Madness, baby. March Madness. And as before we get started, don't forget, if you would like to enter the beer sports whatever podcast / Pass Gravy podcast bracket challenge. I know that we are recording this on Wednesday, but if you were listening to this on Wednesday or early Thursday before the first game tips off, email or DM Mike Brown _ or at Mike Brown _ 2020 on Twitter and let him know that you want to be in the bracket challenge. It's $10. You'll Venmo it to him. You enter your bracket on ESPN. He'll give you the group name and the password, and then winner takes the pot. I submitted my bracket, and I'm pretty excited about it. But Pat, have you filled out your bracket yet?
No, I'm one of the lame people that won't fill it out until I find out who the last 4 in are on the play-in games.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm super lame like that because I can't I would have lost immediately. I took San Diego yesterday and they got fucking murdered by North Carolina. Was it San Diego? North Carolina who murdered them? San Diego State. Yeah, sorry.
Should have followed that. Gravy Gambles 3-0 yesterday. No big deal.
Yeah, that was more of I bet it, and before the game I knew I should switch, but I didn't just because I want to see North Carolina lose because they didn't deserve to be there. But yeah, I will be filling mine out tonight after the Texas Xavier game.
Okay. Well,
I have a basic idea I know what I'm taking anyway, but I just got to see everything set before I can fill it out.
That's actually not the bracket I was talking about. I was obviously talking about the more important one. I have UConn over South Carolina. I think Paige Bucher, she's going to take the girls to the ship, take the Huskies to the title. Like that's the number one bracket as a ball knower. I filled out my women's bracket first because I'm respectful.
I was wondering why you had linked the women's bracket in the beer sports whatever bracket challenge and not the regular one.
Well, I mean, if you
didn't
don't
even know you did that, did you?
No, I did. I really did fill out a women's bracket first.
No, I bet that, but I wasn't sure if you put the wrong link by accident when you were.
No, because the men's link is right below it. It's right below it as well.
No, it's
also,
not.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, down underneath the championship banners. You just put it under the wrong dash
put on the
mark.
wrong one. Yeah,
That's just shoddy podcast prep
It
by
was
you.
last second. Last second. I was focused on the women, you know? I was focused on the women's rights. I was focused on the women's game, growing the game as a hashtag girl dad. See, like you wouldn't get that. You're not a hashtag girl dad. Like you don't see it from like the perspective I see it. Where I'm like, these girls, they have fathers. They're like watching their daughters play.
No, see, I see it like I see women's sports like I see accents. It's just funny.
I do think that ESPN, I don't know. This is not a sexist take, but this is just for logistics take. Like, we need to have ESPN not have a lot of coverage on both. Like, we need like Fox Sports needs to take over one, ESPN needs to take over the other. Because you know how like all week it's just got like the matchups and the brackets. Like, they don't like. There's a very tiny little line that says women and men. So you're like, LSU didn't make the what? Oh, I've been watching the women. Like I didn't think UConn was playing them in the first round. What the fuck?
All season long,
And
that
then it's
happens
just
to
like
me.
women's bracket or women's. Like on I can see WCBB, MCBB. I get that. I get that. But it's like, why? Like, just make it be like, hey, we're covering the men's tournament right now. And I get it. Like, we're covering both. People are experts on both, but it throws me off. It's like if
Yeah,
Fox Sports covered the men's and then ESPN covered the women's, then I can watch whichever one I want to watch.
the bottom line I always get because, like most people, I don't pay attention until to college basketball until the conference tournaments because other sports, and so I'll look up during the year and see. I'm like, oh shit, Notre Dame is ranked. Oh, that's women's
Women.
college basketball.
Women.
I'm like, fuck, Notre Dame beat UConn. Oh shit, women's college basketball.
Notre Dame's kind of a fucking powerhouse in women's basketball. I mean, they're no South Carolina. They're no USC. They don't got Juju. They don't got Paige and UConn.
They're exactly like the men's football team. They're really good and they're top tier level. They're not
They're not gonna win it.
They're not championship level. They don't have the big
They can make a
stars
run.
to really. Yeah. It's like Notre Dame football team. We never have the quarterback to really be a serious threat in the end. The women's game, like, well, we don't have the top 2 or 3 players. We get players like 12 and 13.
Yeah. But I don't know. I don't want to say who my pick. I'll give my. I guess you haven't done your final four picks, so you don't know.
No, but
Robert, what are your final four picks? I'd like Robert's final four, and that's actually, I will. If you fill out a bracket, I will Venmo you. I will Venmo Mike Brown $10 for you because Robert's gonna win.
I'm gonna go with the Comets
Comets, that's good.
From
Retired
From Houston.
formerly
Yeah.
Houston.
yeah.
Houston, yeah. Houston.
Well, you gotta go the Cougars, obviously, right? You're a Cougars guy.
Hmm.
This is a really easy year to just like mail it in on your brackets because like you could be like U of H, you're a U of H fan, Duke. What's the other one? Michigan State is a good
Yeah.
pick.
Yeah.
And
My
then-
final 4 is Michigan State, Duke, St. John's, and Houston.
And then get crazy and go like Kansas because you've heard that before. I was Tennessee, Duke, Florida, and Michigan State were my. I have Florida over Duke because there's like 5 good teams.
See, I've got Houston over St. John's in the final.
Houston
has
lost
nothing-
their scorer.
Doesn't matter. The defense wins
Heart.
championships.
Hart.
Defense wins championships. And that has nothing to do with the fact that those are the 2 teams I have a future on to win it all. Okay. This is just my real feels about who's going to win.
All right, and college hoops. There we go. People are
But I like-
talking
I like
about
Michigan State.
brackets.
Izzo's got the boys Izzoing again.
It is the second biggest time of year for brackets, I would argue, because the Pastor Gravy Christmas movie bracket is number 1. This is kind of like a really early warm up for the Christmas movie bracket.
I thought you were going to say spring cleaning when people put up brackets of shelves in their garage
yeah.
as they organize.
I might be doing that this weekend. Super fun.
That sounds so much fun, dude.
It's so fun. We were taking
Dude,
out a
I'm
table
jelly.
earlier. Super cool.
You know, if I wasn't golfing Saturday morning, I would come help. But like,
I wouldn't ask you to. I'm paying people hundreds of dollars an hour to do that instead. Also back this week is championship banners. Did you see this? That Disturbed played at the United Center in Chicago, home of the Bulls. The Bulls historically had the three peats back to or three, yeah, consecutive. No, they had three peat, then the Rockets had a two peat, then they had another three peat with Jordan back to back like Jordan 96, 97. That was a Drake quote, no big deal. But the pyrotechnics from the Disturbed show burned all six of the banners. They didn't like destroy them completely, but like they all got burned, which
Yeah,
is
it's not like it's the
hilarious.
trophy. People
But
are
they
like,
always
yeah, but
say,
it's not the original. It's a fucking banner. Make another banner. Who gives a
what's the
shit?
saying? Flags fly forever. Do they now? Until Disturbed comes there. Flags fly till Disturbed plays your show with a bunch of fire.
You just got to give it like a military funeral, like you would a United States flag, and make a new one.
No, Jordan has to come out of retirement. I think win three more.
Or you know what they should do? They should auction off the burned ones. So then maybe Jerry Reinsdorf will actually spend some fucking money on his team.
If
So the Bulls can be
I
good again.
if I were the Bulls owner, Jerry Reinsdorf, I would donate those. I'd print some new ones and I'd donate the original ones that got burned. And I would give the proceeds to the troops. That's what I'd do. That's just me. That's just me. I'm a big, excuse me, I'm an empath.
Not shocking. You're a better man than Jerry Reinsdorf.
I don't think it's that hard to be a better person than Jerry Reinsdorf.
No.
I mean, he did
He's a cheap billionaire. What a piece of shit.
win, like, they got a lot of titles with that guy.
Yeah.
All you have to do is find the greatest basketball player ever.
Yeah, I was gonna say it might have a little
You're
bit
good.
to do with Michael Jordan being touched by God when it
And it
comes to
helped-
basketball skills, but
Then it helped cover up his gambling.
I don't think Jordan ever covered up gambling. He was straightforward.
Well, I'm just
Like, I
like
fucking love to gamble.
they were basically like what the Dodgers are now, but in basketball. A degenerate gambler, star player.
Yeah, but Jordan wasn't gambling on basketball.
That's true. Shohei's definitely get how much money do you think he made on this series? Fucking
So
in
much.
Japan, where it doesn't like they're not gonna rat out their boy. He was probably just dropping bets all night. Like, all right, me to Homer. Homer, obvious.
You think eBay was trying to place bets like he's calling home to Japan from jail? He's like, they
I'd
won't
like
know I'm
to
speaking
think so.
Japanese. He's like calling his bookie, acting
Dude,
like it's his mother.
We're Team Ipe here. He's a guy that knows how to shut his fucking mouth. You never
Yeah.
rat on your friends. You never rat on your friends. A Gravy Award winner.
Which honestly makes it all worth it for him.
Yeah, a rest of the year. Who do we have for arrest? Do we have anybody on the list of arrests for the year right now? We don't have that many.
Nothing comes to mind. Who's
I've
been
been keeping
arrested?
track.
Pretty
Not
young in the year.
Yeah, no. We have
We could put
Death of the year.
Tracy Morgan up for vomit of the year.
yeah. That's not really a category.
But-
Emo of the year.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize there were set categories and we don't
Well,
make
they're not
half these
yet.
up out of our ass.
I'm just saying. But yeah. There we go. All right, you have Emo of the year nominee. Oh, the only one is JD Vance because emo JD Vance memes.
I preferred the fat JD Vance ones. Those were great.
And the death of the year, Bob Uecker, Gene Hackman, and Michelle Trachtenberg so far.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. in peace. All right, so yeah, championship banners. They'll burn. They'll burn. Also back this week, Robert, I don't think you saw it, but Big Man Blastoise. You got Big Man Blastoise, boys?
Big Man
Blastoise. Big Man Blastoise. Big Man Blastoise. Big Man Blastoise. That's just it. That's it. The rapper's name is, hold on, because I did a little research. It's Genwunner, Genwunner, and obviously his number one song on. Obviously, I'm looking at the iHeartRadio app. That's the streaming service that I use for an iHeart podcast. Clearly, that's definitely what I'm looking at right now. But if you look at the top songs of his number one song is Blastoise. Obviously, Big Man Blastoise. Number two song, Charizard. Venusaur.
I didn't know. I
This-
swear to God, I just made that up and I nailed it.
Venusaur is 3. Gengar is 4.
Big
Hitmonchan
Gengar.
is 5. Yeah, so I listen to him. It's just like Chara, 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 Zard, Charizard, Charizard, Chara, 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 Zard, Charizard, Charizard. He just fucking raps about Pokemon names, and that's pretty sick. But the Big Man Blastoise meme, it's my new Fetty Wap on the JBL speakers, where it's just like I don't know why it's funny, but it'll be like, oh,
Add it to meme of the year.
do you call him any pet names? Yeah, he wants me to call him Big Man Blastoise, Big Man Blastoise, Big Man Blastoise. And it slaps. Go listen, pause the podcast right now. Go listen to Big Man Blastoise real fast. And you're like, fuck, it does slap. And now my algorithm is Big Man Blastoise, um, weird 9/11 memes, and probably soon to be JFK conspiracies.
Mine's
And
pretty consistent, just dogs and tits.
yeah.
Pretty good algorithm I have
That's a good
going.
feed. It's a good feed for sure. But Big Man Blastoise is good. Short idea. Big Man Blast Boys with the Z. And it's just all of us, just three big Blastoises. But
The
obviously, you have to
naming
make it knockoff. Big Man Blast Boys.
sounds kind of pedo-y.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
Okay, Big Man Blast Boys. Jared Fogle is on the shirt.
I don't want to sell a Jared Fogle shirt.
Okay, we'll just put a foot long on there.
It's just a Blastoise. I think people would get it. It was because the three Blastoises, Big
Or
Man Blast
or
Boys.
or we just put turtle shells on us on the shirt
Yeah,
with
I
cannons
like
on
that
them.
too. There's also the memes of the guy, like just big dudes with two like toilet paper or paper towel holders, and they're just in the shower and all their clothes. It's like Big Man Blastoise, Big Man Blastoise. It plays.
Yeah, if
I'm
I
a
was
simple man.
22, I'd be very mad that this happened so early in the year because I'd be like, well, by the time Halloween comes around, this isn't going to be a hot costume anymore. Because I would be perfect for Big Man Blastoise costume.
Yeah, it would have like Joe Exotic itself, where Joe Exotic was like so early, and then people were like, "Oh yeah, cool." That from like 8 months ago.
Yeah, real topical with your Halloween costume.
I don't know.
I'm wearing my ninja costume that I've worn 4 years in a row.
Yeah, I'm an adult, man. I picked a costume, I went with it. It doesn't have to be topical.
I was actually always lazy with mine. Like, I would just wear an old high school baseball jersey, and then if I could find baseball pants, I'd wear that.
I did mine where I could buy cool shoes, like for a couple of years. Like I did the Forrest Gump, and I got the Nike red, white, and blue Cortezes that he runs in.
Awesome.
And then I was Freddie Mercury, and I got to get those the Adidas that he's got, the Adidas soccer shoes he's got. Those were sick. Still wear those sometimes. But you could justify it by like it's for a costume. Done.
No, it's for a bit.
For a bit. I'm gonna also wear this, but I had to buy a wig.
That's good. Our costumes just bits.
They absolutely are bits.
Hey, I'm
They
going
are.
to a bit party.
Then you get the guy that's like way too into the costume. And you're like, hey man, this isn't like a we're not we're not cosplaying here, buddy. We're just at a party to get drunk.
You spent $600 on your costume. I spent 12. People still know what I am.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true. I remember Curtis Chafin, Godfather of the podcast, made a Oscar the Grouch costume when he came up to visit me in college and like bought a trash or he found a trash can, cut a hole in it, used like duct tape to make suspenders, and then painted his face green. And it was at Sam Houston, so they had those like crazy hair wigs that you could buy at the bookstore, and he bought one of those. Like that was it. And then there was a guy that he also had a white shirt on that said "Grab my Grouch," which I thought was a nice touch. And then there was a guy at the first party we went to that walked in like a legit Oscar the Grouch costume that he bought. And Curtis was like, "What the fuck, man?" It was like not even like an hour or two after we had been there. And it was like, oh, you already got a costume duplicate, and that guy has a real one. And he was like, oh, I could swipe my card too. I could just swipe my card too. It's like, yeah, you went through a lot more effort.
But only you care about the effort. My favorite was one year I found like a tan fishing vest for cheap somewhere. And I was like, oh, I've got cargo pants at home. Boom. Went as Walter from the Big Lebowski.
That's pretty good.
Throw some yellow tinted shades on top of it. Perfect costume.
Pretty good.
You just get to yell at people all night that they're out of their element. It was a great night.
Yep. And now I can like justify buying costumes because like I was like, I'm an elephant with my kid. She's an elephant. No big deal.
I mean, that's
Zoo
the main reason to have a
animals.
child, is just to bring them into your bits.
So yeah, she's a bit, really. But yeah, Big Man Blastoise, that's a bit, and it's back and nominated for Meme of the Year already. If you don't know what we're talking about, fucking you're missing out because Big Man Blastoise rocks. If I was like MLB season, do you think anybody's gonna come out with Big Man Blastoise? Like
Without a doubt.
that's a perfect walk-up song. You want to blast that fucking ball, don't you?
I bet it's gonna be Jazz Chisholm. I don't know why. It just feels like Jazz Chisholm vibes.
Yeah, I can see that. Or what's his face that used to be on
If Prince Fielder was still playing, it would definitely be
Randy
his.
Arozarena would also be that guy. He's a TikTok
Mm.
guy.
No, it's got to be Daniel Vogelbach. That has to be his.
Who's Randy Arozarena on? Go.
It was the Rays? Is it still the Rays?
No, he got
No, he
traded.
got traded. Damn.
Mariners.
Mariners,
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so glad he's not in my division. I fucking hated playing against that guy. He's really good.
He's insanely good.
And he just sits there. He'll like hit a home run. And he just sits and he's eating popcorn on the steps of the dugout. Yeah, get the fuck out of here. How
Stop
dare
being
you?
awesome.
Stop being like I hate you, but you're a likable guy.
You make it look so effortless, you
Yeah.
son of a bitch.
Yeah. All right. What'd you guys have for Comeback Kid?
I had golf. Did you see the first official trailer for Happy Gilmore 2 came out?
I did. It was the second one, right?
Well, the first one was like a teaser trailer. This was
I don't.
an actual
If it's a trailer, they're a trailer. I don't understand. Does it have a preview of the movie? Then yes, it's a trailer.
I will say I was very encouraged by it because the first one, the teaser that came out, when the first thing they showed was Travis Kelce, I just gut feeling. I was like, that doesn't bode well. If
It's
that's the
gonna
first
be
clip.
an incredibly mediocre movie.
Yeah, but
but
it would be
we're-
nostalgic and fun.
But like, yeah, millennials and the generation above us are gonna be like, I remember that guy. Oh, it's that guy. Like, we're gonna be that. And
I
that's all I
hope-
need. That's all I need.
I have to assume that they're going to throw a joke in there that Will Zalatoris was his caddy. They've got every golfer in the world in this movie.
That's true. Is Rob Schneider gonna be in it?
I don't know. Does he still throw Schneider work? Rod's gotten really political over the last couple of years.
Yeah, he's kind of weird to follow. You're like, hey man, you're Rob Schneider. I don't really care about what the Democrats are doing.
Just
Stop.
say you can do it and then go back into Adam Sandler's movies.
Yeah, I unfollowed him, I think, a while ago. Not that it
Yeah,
matters. No
he's
one
weird.
cares. But it's just like, all right, dude.
But yeah, and also, weather's getting nice, so it's golf season again. I'm going golfing this weekend.
Nice.
I'm very excited.
Nice. Golf.
But I'm very excited for Happy Gilmore. I'm going to view it the same way I went in watching Boondock Saints 2. Probably not going to be good, but you know what? I love the story, and
Yeah,
I just want
I'm
to
a
see
simple
more.
man. Entertain me. All right. So that's what we got for Comeback Kid this week.
Mm-hmm.
Let's move on to the mock draft, where it's the off season of football. After football season ends, after the Super Bowl, we do mock draft season until the draft. We're gonna do it 1 week after that this year because we had to skip a week when Robert was out. But immediately after the NFL season's over, it's who's gonna take who in the draft. We got the draft order. My mock draft 6.0 has Shador Sanders going third to the Giants. I got the Titans taking Cam Ward. I got a mock draft of a trade. This team's gonna trade up in the first pick. And it's like it takes one thing not going your way for it to completely throw it off. But I will look at mock drafts if my team's picking high, which they have been a lot lately. And I look at mock drafts every day. Looks like the most recent one, it looks like we're getting Shador. But maybe Aaron Rodgers still lands with the Giants because the Vikings told him to fuck off.
Steelers.
Yeah, but what's his face? Hayworth was already talking shit about it. He's like, I ain't fucking waiting on a quarterback. I was like, trouble in paradise already? Go to the Giants, dude.
He's just
Nothing
giving
goes
him
wrong.
tough love. He's just giving him tough love. He's saying, "Hey, listen, Aaron, we're hard nosed here.
Nothing goes wrong in
We're
New
not
York.
courting you. Either you want to be a Steeler or you don't." And that's very true. Either he wants to be a Steeler or he doesn't.
Because my move is either like I could be like, aha, Aaron picked the clear better franchise, or Aaron Rodgers was looking over his shoulder. He was scared of Tommy DeVito. Former
Tommy
winner
DeVito
of,
does have a history of beating Packers.
And winning awards. He was Athlete of the Year, remember? Gravy Award winner.
And his one career win
Aaron
is the
has
Packers.
Aaron has none of those. He's won more games. He won 3 games because it took us out of running to get a
Oh,
quarterback,
I don't know. In my
basically.
head, I just assumed that the only game he
Or else
won
we
was the
could have
one
had
that
a
fucked me out
quarterback.
of the playoffs.
Yeah, he did in England. That was cool. And that wasn't England. That was the Monday night game. That was Danny.
I don't know. It was
Um,
depressing. But
but
yeah,
But yeah, the mock draft, we're doing mock drafts of random things. If you have a suggestion for us to do a mock draft of, we've done a bunch of mock drafts over the years, so we really need help. Hit us up, hashtag PTG mock draft. You can just list a bunch of stuff. We're at Pass Your Pod on X, at the Pass Your Pod on X, hashtag PTG mock draft, and just list what you want us to do mock drafts of if it's really good and we're on a slow week. Not slow week, if we're just running out of ideas. Sometimes we have natural ideas that come up to us, like this week's carnival games. A lot of people at the rodeo. And I get that like people work in the rodeo committee, but the people that don't work at the rodeo committee and go to the rodeo like 9 times a year, that like if you enjoy that, that seems like that's probably great for you. I'm not shitting on you, but that just seems exhausting. Like
it's
when people are
insane to me.
like day number 8 at the rodeo, I'm like, my God, I would be so sick and tired of carnival food.
How are you not sick of traffic? Is my thing.
Yeah.
Like, unless you
Yeah.
live walking distance, like if you live in those apartments across the street, cool, makes sense. Anything farther than the immediately closest apartments is wild to me.
But the rodeo carnival games are a big thing. A lot of people spend a small fortune on each time. And I thought that that would be a funny kind of it's a finite amount of games that we can pick between, but also everybody sort of has a different name for almost all of the carnival games. So this will be
Mhm.
fun to shit on each other and also veto certain ones or not veto certain ones. So this is the mock draft of carnival games. Our mock draft last week, the results of last week's mock draft. What did we do a mock draft of last week?
Of captains.
Captains, mock draft
Yeah,
the
I
captains.
had to ask Robert the same thing
Um,
beforehand.
So last week's results, I won with 50% of the vote. Pat had 44% of the vote, and coming way in last place was Bobby Jokes with 6%
I think
of
he
the
wants to get
vote.
these chickens.
Yeah, chickens or okay. So I think we also add you have to raise chickens in a shed on where you live, or you have to try and grab a cop's gun. And then I also think sleepy snakes. We can throw sleepy snakes in there.
You just have to reach your hand into a bucket and hope
The
it's
other
the one with the
two,
sleepy snakes in it and not the regular.
the other two people get to pick the sleepy snakes, and I'm picking cobras, and they'll be pissed but sleepy. You give them some sleeping pills, and then like, yeah, what if you soak the snakes in NyQuil, and then just see how sleepy they really are, and you have to like you have to do the gritty over them.
Just pour some lean into the snake pit and see
That'd
what
be wild.
happens.
Sleepy snakes. So we're doing mock draft at carnival games. Since you had last place last week, Robert will go first. Pat will go second. I will go third. So it'll go Robert, Pat, Alex, Alex, Pat, Robert, Robert, Pat, Alex, Alex, Pat, Robert. Since it's a snake draft, unironically, a sleepy snake draft. And then on the season, I have 2 ends, and Pat and Robert each have 1 through 4 weeks of mock draft season. How many more? We have 6.
Think so. I think so.
Sounds about right. That sounds about right. All right. So, without further ado, Robert, mock draft of carnival games. What you going with?
See, this one is tough to go first because of how I don't. Is there a clear number one? To me, there isn't.
I think so.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know if there's a clear number one.
Yeah. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with the knocking the bottles down.
Bottle throw, bottle toss.
Yeah.
So
That's the problem is how do we word these things? What did
Yeah.
on that I had written down knockdown game parentheses milk bottles.
knockdown game.
Bottle knockdown game.
All right. I'll word it. I'll look
We'll
up like
figure out
the
a way to
correct
word it.
terms
We all
when
know
I'm-
what you're talking
when
about.
we're making the graphic.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you get the 3 that are
Get the 3
sometimes
balls.
fucking glued together.
Yeah.
And you
Mhm.
get the 3 throws, yeah, and like it's like a wiffle ball you're throwing too. So you're like, there's no way this has any power behind it. That's a solid number one.
All right, I'm getting my clear 1-1 dunk tank. Guy sitting on the little lever, and you have to try and hit the little target and it knocks them into water, Dunk Tank. That's a clear number one. It's the
Yeah.
best game. You get to
I
dunk
don't know
another
if that's a
human.
clear number one.
It's
I don't
clear
know if
number
it's
one. I just told you it was a clear number one. What do you mean you don't know that it's clear number one? I told
I'm gonna
you.
go the balloon darts.
Balloon darts fun.
That's
Balloon
a
darts are
pop,
good.
pop, pop. Balloon darts, rocks. And then coming back around in the second, I'm gonna go basketball. You gotta hit the basketball shot and you get the big bear or big whatever it is. I
With
think I
the
saw this.
large balls and the small rims.
Yes. But everybody feels like, oh hell yeah, dude! I played ball back in school. I can do this.
All right, I'm happy. I'm getting my 1 and 2. The squirt gun water balloon, Phil, or slash squirt gun. It's always either you shoot it and it fills up the water balloon, or you shoot it and you're like racing a little horse across the screen
I
against
think you
other
have to
people.
pick because I think they are both different ones.
Okay, I had it slash. I'll take the water balloon, Phil, because I think that is
Okay.
more often what it is. But yeah, that game, fucking trying to aim a water gun and hit a consistent target is the hardest thing in the world.
Yeah. But as like a kid, you always felt like you were gonna be good at that.
Mm-hmm.
Always. But, great carnival game.
All
Bobby?
right.
I'm gonna go with the fishbowl toss.
Oh, I was hoping that
Mhm.
was coming back to me.
A great
fishbowls
game.
And gotta get the ball
Eh.
in there.
And you get like a pet
Yeah, you
that
get the
dies
fish.
before you leave the carnival. Like if you're at the rodeo too, you have to like go into NRG Stadium with a fish in a bag. That thing's not making it. It's 2 o'clock on a Saturday, Mom. But we're gonna put it in the hot car then. And it's gonna just roast. Good
All right.
idea. It's a good theory, but yeah, that's like a classic carnival game.
All right, since you went basketball, I'm gonna go. I was there at the rodeo, so I know they have this one there, the baseball one, where you are just kind of basically trying to see how hard you can throw. Like at the end, they have like the catcher thing, and if you get it like certain
Baseball
miles an hour,
pitch.
yeah,
Speed throw. Baseball speed throw.
speed throw.
All right.
That's a good name for it.
Baseball speed throw, yeah.
Okay, back to me for number 3. I'm going to go with and it's been there since the beginning of Cardinal games. Ring toss.
Ring
You gotta
toss is
You got to
good.
throw the ring on the bottle.
Ring
Classic.
toss is good.
Like when I think of Carnival games, you think ring toss.
Yeah, and again, that's one of those where it's like it's kind of the same thing as the fishbowl toss, but it's just not over fishbowl.
Yeah.
And the fishbowl is usually throwing like a ball into it or whatever. But
There's
like,
really like 3 Cardinal games that they split
and they
into
just
like
mix it
40
up.
games.
They mix it up. What am I gonna go with? Oh, dude, the hammer game. You just try and hammer it and hit the bell.
What? Oh, the bell hammer. I wasn't sure if you meant whack-a-mole. Yeah, bell hammer. Great game.
Well, because I think the whack-a-mole is more of an arcade game.
It's still Carnival. But yeah,
Is
no, you're right to choose the bell one. That's the better one. And it is more Carnival.
Mm-hmm.
And
It show
then
how strong you are as a man.
the squirt gun horse race is what I'm gonna go with as my last.
So you're just gonna piggyback my own, okay.
Well, that's because like it's a race. I mean, I know the balloon's more of a pop, but it's like squirt gun horse race.
Real original.
All right, what do you guys got? What do you got, Pat?
My last one. This was always one of basically my main reason to go to Toontown back in the day at Astroworld. The fishing duck one, where all the ducks are on the lily
Duck
pads.
catching or duck catch?
Yeah, duck fishing, catch duckfish. I don't know how you say it, but yeah, there's a little number underneath and it tells you what prize you got. It was for little kids and I was way too old to be doing it, but I
Hit
enjoyed
the little
it
magnet.
so much.
Little
Yeah.
magnet. Oh, look at this one. I got the red one. That means I got prize.
Duck lily pad fishing game,
Yeah,
whatever the fuck
that's a
it's
good
called.
one.
Yeah, it's super simple but fun.
All right, what you got? And these may change on the graphic. I'm going to look up like the real names for most of them.
But you might maybe if you can put like a little picture next to them.
Yeah, they always have
yeah.
pictures next to them.
Yeah.
All right.
Last pick here, Robert.
I'm gonna go axe throwing.
That's a good
Okay,
one.
I've seen that. I've seen that.
It's not like it's not Houston Rodeo Carnival, but that is
Yeah.
pure like
It's
small
been at
town
carnivals.
carnival.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a great carnival game. That's a great pick in the fourth round.
All right. All right. Okay. I like what everybody picked here. I think we all
This is a
had
good
pretty
one.
solid lists. So let's recap. The mock draft of carnival games. Robert had bottle toss, where you're knocking down the bottles, the fishbowl toss, baseball speed throw, and axe throwing. It's a strong list, Bobby. It's a strong
Very
list.
strong.
Pat had dunk tank, squirt gun, water balloon pop, ring toss, and duck catch. And I had balloon darts, basketball, hammer bell, and squirt gun horse race.
I would say for mine, maybe write squirt gun, water balloon, fill. Because you weren't really trying to pop it, you were trying to fill the water balloon.
But didn't you do it until it popped, and that's how you won?
Yeah, but that almost makes it sound more like the dart balloon pop
But
when
not.
you put pop on.
Okay.
Honorable mentions. We
Yeah.
didn't say when Robert said I'm going to go along the same. I thought he was going to say football toss, throwing footballs through the rings.
Yeah. Yeah. Then they had it was a tic-tac-toe. I remember when I would go there's a carnival we would go to sometimes in Atlanta, and it was like a tic-tac-toe board, and you would just try and get three in a row. But you only had like
Yeah.
so many balls you could use. Um guessing the weight, and it was usually like they would guess your weight. Like
Or
that was a
guessing
good
jelly
one.
beans in a jar.
Yeah. 'Cause it's
Skee
like
ball.
skee ball was a good one, but like that was also more of an arcade game, but then like for the thing, you had to put it through certain holes instead of just like getting
Mhm.
points. One that I had on my list that I would not pick out of principle because I lost my mind one time when I was very drunk at the rodeo carnival and I spent a small fortune, is the bucket toss, where there's the bucket at an angle and you trying to hit the wall and make it bounce into the bucket.
Oh,
And
and
when
it
you look
never
at it,
stays in.
because the angle's like unhittable. And I remember doing it one time and I fucking nailed it. I hit it. And the guy's like, no, your elbow was over. I was like, no, it wasn't. It was not fucking over. It fucking wasn't. No, it wasn't. And the guy behind me was like, no, it wasn't. It was this guy. No, that was legit, man. Give him the big prize. Give him the big prize. And he was like, nope, his arm was over. His arm was over. And I was like, what? And
Shenanigans. I call shenanigans.
I was outraged. I was outraged, and I vowed to never ever play that game ever again. But it just has the board right there, and you're like, this is so fucking easy. I'm gonna win all the prizes. Never happens
Never.
that way.
Also, Plinko. That's usually
Plinko,
one
I
up
wrote
there.
down.
And then the main one that I was surprised nobody took was just when they give you the little pellet gun rifle and you just got to shoot targets.
Yeah, the color wheel where you just everybody has the color you sit by, and it's like, all right, we're gonna do that, and it's just basically a random draw of like who wins a prize. Those are some pretty good ones. Robert, did you have any extra? Oh, Clown Tooth, the Clown Tooth knockout one.
Oh yeah.
So that was also like a squirt gun one too. So I couldn't really go to that. And I like the horse ones because it was a race.
Yeah.
Because like you and your brother could go play. Like when we'd go to Ocean City, Maryland to visit my grandparents, we'd go to the carnival there, and my brother and I would like try and team up and try and fuck over somebody else.
And that was the thing. The race one, at least you knew when it was in. The balloon one, you're like, I don't. How much
Yeah, the
more
little
can this balloon
dot. You're like,
take?
go, 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 go. Yeah, and how do we know that some balloons can't hold more than others?
Exactly. But that's the carnival game fuckery that you have to deal with. That's what
the
makes it
chaos
fun.
of the carnivals. But carnival games mock draft. I liked that one. That was a fun one.
God, I was writing it down. I was going to write down carnival game fuckery as a good name for the podcast, but I don't think we can do that.
Probably not. Wouldn't show up on the YouTube very high. But yeah, we're gonna post the graphic at about 3 o'clock on Thursday, the 20th. You will have until about 5 o'clock Central Time, Friday, the 21st, and we'll let you vote, and it's all on X. We do post it on Facebook and Instagram, but you're more than welcome to weigh in on who you think won and who you think we should have taken and what we left out. But remember, on X at PassGradePod, the poll on X that we will pin to the top of our page, that is the one that we take the official vote off of. So go at PassGradePod and go vote for us after you see the graphic at about 3 o'clock Central Time on Thursday. Moving on, let's get to the not cool segment. There's a lot of things in this world that are not cool. like a smelly car. And a real good way to fix that not cool would be to go to littlemshop.com and get one of the best air fresheners on the planet. Get a little ice. Throw that in your rear view mirror. That's what I got hanging from my rear view mirror right now, and it rocks. It's still smelling great. And like when the weather's not too hot, when it gets hot, you can like you go through air fresheners a little bit faster when it gets hot, but like right now with weather in like the like 70s in the morning, you're like, it's just it pops. It
We
makes it
basically got
pop.
California weather right now.
We
It's so
have,
nice.
yeah, and it pops. If you're in California listening to this or watching this on YouTube, youtube.com/Pastor Podcast, then go get you a little M air freshener. If you're not in California, also go get you a little M air freshener. Get you a Miami Beach, get you a rad one, get you a floral wallpaper one, get you a fresh to death one, get you an out of this world one. All orders over $10, you're gonna get free shipping on it. When you use our promo code PTG69 at checkout, you're gonna get 10% off your order. So you can get free shipping if you spend $10 more, and also 10% off your order when you use our promo code PTG69. They got compact mirrors, keychains. You can customize some keychains. They have some other funny ones with funny sayings on them. They got customizable stickers. You can throw those on your computer, on your car, anywhere you want. But the air fresheners, go for the air fresheners. Stay for the best retro-inspired tchotchkes anywhere on the internet. LittleMShop.com. If you're wearing some little, if you're getting some Little M Shop stuff, tag them. They're at Little EM Tweets and at Little EM Shop on X and Instagram. Let them know you're supporting the people supporting the podcast. LittleMShop.com, LittleEMShop.com, the official sponsor of the Not Cool segment.
Not cool, man. Dude, that's not cool.
Not cool. Not cool.
Dude, that's not cool.
Not cool, man.
Dude, that's not cool.
Not cool. Not cool.
Dude, that's not cool. That's not cool. That's not cool.
I like it because they're kind of like remixed versions of them. But all right, first listener submitted not cool, and again I forgot to add them to the sheet, but I'm gonna run off of some on X that I'm looking at, and what happened? Oh shit. Okay, so this is from Mikey Paul. He at it's just Mikey P on X, and he says, I might have broken my middle finger, but I'm not sure how. When you have an injury like that, it's like how'd that happen? I had off last week, and one night, I think it was the night after the podcast. I was a little drunk, had some vodka sodas, and was going to bed. It was dark, and I tripped and like fucked up my knee a little bit, and then I also smashed right here on my eye, and I thought I had a black eye, and I luckily it was just like very dark, and it went away in a day. But it was like all swollen, like not closed, but it was like you could definitely tell that I hit my eye on something, and I hit it on a fucking like a door frame, and it was like, God damn it. It was one of those that you don't really feel until the next day.
I don't know how. I mean, I guess Sick Bragg is not cool is that he's like the toughest guy ever. Because how would you not know how you broke your finger? Like you're just like, I don't know. All of a sudden I touched it and I was like, oh, it's bending sideways. It's broken. No idea. How like you don't remember smashing it?
Yeah.
Or you smash your hand so many times a day regularly, it just doesn't phase you anymore? Fucking badass.
Next
Toughest
one.
guy in the world.
I guess Abby Gibbons is going to get a couple of mentions on the pod today. She's been repping the pod pretty hard since becoming a Gravy Gang member, so we respect the fuck out of Abby, and we'll give her a couple of shout outs on this one. Her not cool this week is I woke up at 6:45 a.m. to get ready for work. I fed my dog and cat, had a little spare time for myself. Oh, if you know, you know. Little double clicking of the mouse. Okay.
Little DJ Diddles.
DJ Diddles. And then Abby says she had work at 8 a.m. So she got up at 6:45, did all that stuff, had a little spare time for herself, took a little nap, woke up at 6:45 p.m. You slept all fucking day.
Well, no, I think it was she got home from work or whenever she woke up at 6:45 thinking it was the next day. It was still the same day.
Oh, I thought she meant she slept through work at 8 a.m. Oh, she went to work. Okay.
Yeah, she said it's still Thursday. Gonna look at the bright side though.
I thought that would have been way fun, like not cool for her, but way funnier if she fell asleep at like right after that, didn't go to work and woke up at 6:45. I was like, how long? You slept forever. You got like a full 8 hours of sleep.
No, that might have been a full 18 hours a week if she slept
That
all the way to
would've been sick.
6:45.
Yeah, from like right before 8 to 6. Like shit, man. I had to check my phone. Still Thursday though. I'm gonna look on the bright side. That makes more sense. See, normally when I'm not just reading them off of X, I like clean them up to where it's like easier to read across. It's not. Ashley didn't tell it right. I'm just trying to read everything on the fly.
That scares
Um,
me that half the ones we read are you probably
no, because
miswritten
I
it down.
I interpret it. Then I'm not reading it as we're going. Where I'm trying to process it and read it. I read it.
Yeah, but you're dumb, so you might have just read it wrong before you wrote it down.
I don't know. Either way, I make them funnier. Um, Oh man, this is not a fun one to end on, but
Yeah.
Alexis Garcia at Alexis Texas underscore says her not cool is finding out my dog is sick. One of the worst feelings in the world, and we love you. We're on your side, and
Fuck cancer.
fuck cancer, man. Give him a boop, give him a big old boop, and a bunch of
Mm.
hugs, bunch of
And
kisses,
all the kisses.
all the treats, all the snacks, Taco Bell on me. I'll Venmo you for Taco Bell.
Maybe a steak instead, because like
Steak.
Taco Bell might make the dog shit itself.
Okay, steak. Steak, man. That is one of the hardest things ever. And I mean, dogs are closer to you than most people are. And that's like your buddy. That's the worst. So I'm really sorry, Alexis. That fucking sucks. T's and P's. We love you.
Hmm.
Gravy Gang's here for you. I'm really sorry that happened. Give him a hug and some kisses from the Gravy Gang. All right. Pat, what do you got for you're not cool?
I got two, one of which is on behalf of my coworker. He texted me last night and said, guy walks up to the bar and orders an old fashioned. Not so bad. But he ordered it with double bitters, 4 cherries, and made with cherry juice, which is very sweet. He then sent it back and said it's not an old fashioned. And my buddy goes, I know.
Yeah, it wasn't. It was the thing you told us to make.
The base of it was an old fashioned, and then you ordered it like the biggest jackass of all time and bastardized the drink with 14,000 grams of sugar in it. But you can't. God, it's working in a restaurant. I have just so many.
Am I just a
dreams
pussy
about being
because I
able to
don't
be a
send
dick.
shit back? Like, I don't know. I've had bad drinks made, and I'm just like, all right.
Yeah, like it's
Like,
never been so bad that I can't drink it, or that
well,
somebody at the table won't drink it.
and like I don't know. I've had people try to Cole Clay that used to formerly be of this podcast was a very big send it back guy, and like
My
he would
you can.
he
I
was a
don't mind
picky
things
eater
being sent back. If
and
you
would
don't
give.
like it,
But he was
go
a
ahead.
picky eater, and he would give like very specific instructions. But it's like at a Jason's Deli one time. Bleep that out, no free ads. He like was very specific about his order, and they like put something on like on his sandwich instead on the side, and he like lost his shit. Wasn't like a dick to the people, but was like, yeah, I mean, this is just not what I ordered, and it's like, I don't know, man, it's a fucking sandwich. Just eat the sandwich. It's like
Right?
if you
It's
go to
cool.
if you go to like a really fancy restaurant, which your restaurant is an upscale restaurant,
Yeah,
so
it's
like I
not
can
really
understand.
fancy, but it's fancy-ish
Yeah, like so I would say it's on the upper scale of
for
restaurants.
sure. For sure.
So like that's something that's like, yeah, if your steak's fucked up, I can understand sending that back. But you've had so many stories where it's just like, all right, dude, and like people trying to send shit back to like get free stuff. It's like if you started to eat something, if you've taken more than a bite out of it, and you're like, this isn't quite what I thought it was, like. You can't just send shit like that back. And I
Yeah,
don't know. I might be a pussy and just I'm too scared to like be a confrontational guy, even though I am a very confrontational guy in most aspects of my life. I'm just like, I don't know. That guy made a drink, man. Maybe he's not the best at making old fashions, okay? Also, if you ask for special shit on the side of it and it's not exactly the way you wanted it, like, one time I had a drink at this one bar and this guy could make this really good. Do you think you could make this thing that I'm going to vaguely explain not the same way as that guy did? It's like, I mean, I can
And
try.
try. See, that's the thing. I don't mind when things get set. Like if you try something and it just doesn't taste good to you, like especially if it's like a cocktail, like if it's a full entree, it's one thing. If it's a cocktail, whatever. You tried it, it's not to your taste, not a big deal. Like people like, oh, I've never had a Negroni. I hear people talk about it. I'll tell people straight up, I'm like, you're not gonna like it. It's fucking. I hate Negronis. I think they're fucking gross. Campari's gross. It's just bitter. It's bad. Everything about it makes me mad because I want to like it. Everything about what compiles what's in a Negroni. I like bitter things. For some reason, that combo doesn't work for me. But if I were to order a drink and modify the dog shit out of it, and then you go, I don't like this. I go, well, that's your fault. We made what you asked us to make. That's what drives me nuts.
Can you give me a steak but put like chocolate chips and sprinkles on it? Yo, dude, what the fuck is wrong with this steak? It's way too like sweet. Yeah, man,
dude,
you wanted chocolate chips and sprinkles on it.
That's what you asked for. Like, that's why I dream. I wish I could just make, well, too fucking bad. That's what you asked for. I'll make you another one, but you're paying for that one too. But now everyone's such a fucking dick and you can write reviews online.
I've always thought it'd be funny for bartenders, like, if somebody's bitching enough, just give them their drink in a bottle. Like a baby bottle. Like, oh, you want to be a little baby? I don't know. You want to whine about it?
Like the other day, a guy ordered
an old fashioned in a baby bottle would be really funny.
He ordered it medium rare and then sends it back. He's like, it's overcooked. It was the most perfect medium rare I could ever see. And I was like, I tell the kids, I was like, give me a rare burger. And they're like, well, it says medium rare. I go, just give me fucking rare. Because the guy was being send it out, no problems with that. I was like, you just don't understand what temperature.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. That guy's a chef. I'm going to go with what the chef says at like an upper scale restaurant. Yeah, I get it. If you're at Applebee's, I'm not going to expect it to be. But like, again, if you're sending food back at Applebee's, fuck you.
Yeah. And also, it's like, it's fucking burger meat. Eat the
just chill out. Yeah, just relax.
If it's not undercooked with burger meat, it's fine then. It's burger meat. You're not eating fucking filet mignon. So that was annoying as shit for him. That wasn't even mine. But my not cool is just that I love him. This beautiful bastard back here. Where'd he go? George. He's by the door over there. He's a boxer.
He wants out.
He's I can't, because he'll try and knock through the fence. He can't go out by himself. That probably just gave someone a headache on the YouTube. He's an absolute menace. He's a boxer, so right off the bat, you know he's a fucking idiot. He's a very good boy, though. He's never had 2 consecutive brain cells working together in his life.
He don't need them to.
He doesn't. I love him so much, but like I don't know. I'm like, I've got scratches all over my shoulders because he loves to climb on me, which I love. But the problem was earlier in the show, I had to jump up. He likes to jump on like and try and look on counters. I looked over to the left and one of the burners was just on because George
was cooking.
He had jumped up like 5 minutes before, and I told him to get down and didn't notice he knocked. Which it's a gas burner, so it has to go like. But like he must have just hit it perfectly to the bitch turned on.
Maybe he's a chef.
Let him. I don't know. I guess he's cooking. He's cooking dinner for me tonight. I guess I can take that off
He's like, you're
plate.
A guest in my home. Let me make you some food. I've seen my parents do this.
He's got no concept of personal space, which I love. I sent you guys a picture before the podcast, before we started. I went to take a poop real quick, and George decided to give me a hug while I was on the toilet.
Yeah,
he's the toilet hugger, which is adorable. And I'm gonna I'll put it out on Twitter here in a minute because everyone should see that photo. It's hilarious. But
yeah, that's
he's a menace.
They're the best dogs. They're the best breed of dogs, man.
He's so good.
If you were just like, what is love and just excitement all in one, that's all it is.
I think in our group chat we've nailed his voice perfectly. All back. Oh yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's what all boxers sound like. I try so hard, but I don't know nothing. That's just a boxer in a nutshell, right there. It's funny. They left a list on the fridge of like, here contact numbers. Here's this, blah blah blah. List for house. And there's a little dog sitting place down the street, and his wife wrote there. If you need a break from George, you can just drop him off. They've got my credit card on file. You just got to pick him up by 7. I was like, why would I ever drop off a dog? No, I want him to lay at my feet and bug me while I'm playing video games. That's perfect.
Yeah.
He's a perfect boy, though. I love him so much.
Yeah, boxers. I miss Felicia, man. She was such a good. I love Wheezy to shit, like more than shit. But like Wheezy fucking rocks. But like Felicia, like when you have a boxer, like every boxer has like almost the same personality.
It's
blah 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 blah. What's this? I'm in this, and they all want to get up on the counter. All of them want to check out
chaos and confusion. I saw a meme the other day. Where it's like all boxers look like they owe you money and they're really worried you're going to ask them for it.
Let me whack my little nug at you. Oh, well, whack my little nub at you. It's okay though. It's okay. I'm a little crescent moon. I'm a little crescent moon right here. I just do this. What's up? Hi, how are you?
He also likes to in the morning when like I'll wake up. I'll be like, all right, who's ready to GOOUTSIDE? I'm not going to say it right now.
Good move.
But then he'll get excited and he'll jump up on the bed, but then he'll stand over the top of my chest, so I can't get up. So I have to like bench press him off of me and try and stand up real quick before he jumps back into position. Yeah, George, I'm talking about you. What are you gonna do? You stay away from that stove.
When I moved in with my wife, my now wife, I had my boxer already, and Felicia would always like jump up on the bed, and she's like, she just stands on my boobs, like she just puts all of her weight on my boobs, and she finds them every time. It's like because she loves you, she knows your heart's there. She's trying to hug your heart.
They have no concept of personal space. It's the
She
best.
just wants to say hi. My parents' dog will just lick air near you, where you're like, all
His
right, Cinco, stop, and she's like,
his his
just
last
licking air.
boxer, his last boxer he had before this, Chloe, the dog was so stupid. They had to get one of those water bowls that only releases it a little at a time because the dog would just drink water until it
Until you
vomited.
throw-
Every single time. And even so still, it would lick at that. They had to pull the dog away from it because she would lick at that, even though it's slow
Yeah.
releasing water, until she threw up. She had no idea how to stop drinking water when she started, which I get it. Once I start drinking beer, I can't stop either.
My
Till I
parents'
run
old
out,
dog
but
was that way too. She would just like, well, don't give Scarlett any more water. She's already had 2 bowls.
they're so dumb. It's perfect. I
Stop.
love them.
She's fine.
Oh, George, I want to smush your face so
Dogs
bad right
rock.
now. But yeah,
I'll go next. Mine's pretty quick. I'm moving and it sucks.
self-explanatory. I'm sorry, buddy.
Sucks.
All of the T's and P's.
Sucks, man. Like, I don't like putting stuff in boxes. And then you're at that point where you're like, okay, well, I do want to play Xbox. Am I gonna have time to play Xbox? I don't know. Not likely. But like, what if I do have time? Like, I can't take this TV down. I want the TV still mounted. I gotta unmount the TV, but I want to have the Xbox in case I gotta play. So like, I'm gonna keep this stuff. Like the podcast stuff behind me, I kept because we were recording here today. Or we were recording remote today, so I can like tomorrow I'll be breaking down everything in this room. I threw away so much shit though. Like Houston Clothing Swap is gonna just have either a bunch of crap or just like some like I got some fire shit in there that somebody's gonna probably want. But like just going through your closet and be like, I haven't worn this. If I haven't worn this year, I'm not wearing it again. Like we're done. I need to just do that.
I need to do that.
But like having to do that, saying goodbye to certain like I've my big thing is like I've never thrown away Giants shirts.
Well, yeah, because those are important. You don't
Because
don't
can't
throw
like
away
it's my team.
gear.
I would not well, I like if it's like a certain like player you had and you had like a shirt of them, you're like, all right, fuck you, dude. Like you're out.
Oh yeah, like I used to have a Josh Smith Rockets jersey. I can get rid of that. But if it's just
Like my
just
Ben-
a Giant shirt, you can't
Like
get
Ben
rid of that.
McAdoo shirt, he's gone. I don't care.
Yeah,
Eli
but-
shit, I keep. I keep
but-
Eli shit.
Oh yeah, legends you never get rid of. Heroes get remembered, but legends never die.
Danny
or get
Dimes
thrown out.
shut. The Danny Dimes, Viva La Dime stuff. Dude, do you think anybody would wear a Viva La Dimes Che Guevara? Shit.
That would be hilarious. If only we had that idea years ago. My suggestion would be: are you guys doing all that? You have to go buy 850 fucking cardboard boxes.
No. So luckily I don't live like I live like less than like about 30 minutes from my parents. And when we moved last year, thinking we were gonna have to move again this year because my wife was pregnant when we moved here, it was like, hey mom, dad, do you think you can store all of these boxes? So you just have to cross out what the
You
box
moved
said it was
80 feet away. Why did you need boxes last time?
because you can't carry everything individually. Like we still would throw a bunch of shit in boxes.
I was going to say my suggestion would be you go to a Schmams Schmub or a Schmoshmo, and they have those big like 24 and 48 gallon tubs if you need any more to buy. They're
And
dirt
you
cheap.
return and you can
And-
return them.
Well,
We used to
no,
do
I
that
was
at
gonna say,
Walmart.
or they're just great storage afterwards too, but they're great for like I bought 4 of them 8 months ago just in preparation for the next time I have to move, and I'm gonna fit everything I own in those 4, and it's gonna be perfect.
In college, we'd go get the
Except
big
for my
tubs
bed.
and return them after we were done moving.
Yeah, well, we're not pieces of shit trying to steal money like that anymore. And also,
It's not
come
stealing
on,
money; it's borrowing
Alex,
money.
we've discussed this. Me and you don't return shit anymore. We just talked about it.
Yeah, that's true.
We don't return food or items.
I make Emma return it.
Yeah.
There we go.
Hey, Emma, this is woman's work.
Yeah, and then just like before we move in, we have to like pay all of these like last month's rent, whatever the prorated rent is for this month. You got to put your pet deposit and then your safety deposit down. It's like, God damn it! There's all of the money that I've ever made in my life is like gone now. Starting from square one. cash wise, and then I still gotta pack all this shit, and I got movers, and like I'm trying to like I get keys Friday, we have the movers on Saturday, but like I want to be like grab the table, grab the heavy shit. If it's fucking furniture, you're taking that. I got all this other stuff. Let's go, boys. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Trying to move shit along, because it's not cheap, but it's worth paying for movers, especially that we live on a fourth floor right now.
And you don't have that teen or 20-year-old back anymore. Once you hit the 30s,
Yeah.
any just bend over and stand up could be detrimental to your back for weeks.
Yeah. And like I'm not asking friends to like move and shit for me because we're too old for that as well.
Mhm.
But yeah, so it'll be done. And then what's cool is like this room will be upstairs at the new place. So pretty sick. Never had it upstairs. This
George,
mine.
is that a fucking feather in your mouth?
He got a bird. Dinner. He was cooking up he was like that. He clearly was trying to cook you a bird for dinner.
I don't even know where the fuck he got a feather.
Probably from the bird that he just plucked.
It's either that or that's corgi hair that he's eating. I don't know. God damn it, I love boxers.
They rock. But yeah, moving is mine not cool. Robert, what you got?
Speaking of back issues, I hurt my back somehow last Thursday night. I really started feeling it Friday, though. It's like between my shoulder blades.
Sam threw your back out?
Yeah.
I think
Yay.
I was foam rolling. And
Is that what we call it?
Yeah, that's what we call it.
Got a foam mattress.
So you were
Yeah,
trying to
yeah.
help your back, but you
Yeah.
hurt your back instead.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, where you just like because sometimes you like make it sore and like what did
Yeah.
I do here?
Yeah. And it's
I'm the
just
worst
been
at
like
that.
twitching and like tightening up since then. It still kind of hurts today. It's hurt the least today than it has like since last Friday. But I like Friday morning, like I was brushing my teeth and I was gonna put my stuff back up in like in the cabinet. And as soon as I tried to do that, like I locked up and like I just couldn't move. I was like stuck there. Like I was in so much pain.
Back's the word because then you gotta everything is short breaths because deep
Yeah.
breaths hurt.
Mhm.
You have to move your entire body in one thing. Like your shoulders and hips have to move at the same
Yep.
thing when you're turning. Short steps. Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. That
Yep, I
sucks.
was dealing with that all week. Like
Have you
So-
used the gun on it?
I did. I used the gun, but like then it gets like it's too strong, and so like I could take only like 5 seconds of it. And I'm like, okay, stop,
Yeah.
stop, stop. Yeah.
All right.
Ugh.
Alex, I know I gave you all the T's and P's. I'm gonna have to take half of them back and give.
No, I get that. That like back pain is the worst. I always have from like leaning forward every week, like right at the lower part of my back is always like tight. But I go to the chiropractor. You should check out chiropractor, bro.
Yeah.
Might help you out. I don't know if it's placebo. If it is, it makes me feel better.
Mhm.
So it's got to be doing something. And if it makes you feel better, then like that's something.
Yeah, I was thought about that too, but like even like lying down, I did that like 2 nights ago, like on my stomach, and as soon as I do that, it starts like
Pulsating.
pulsating and twitching, and I'm like, oh, that really hurts. Like I thought, like I don't think I could even do a chiropractor. I couldn't.
Might just need to get a massage.
Yeah,
Those
Yeah,
are
but-
cheap.
yeah. But like I said, today it's the best it's felt in about a week. Hopefully, it's gone by the weekend. But
You been do the stretches?
yeah, doing a little bit.
Yeah.
Just very light stretches though.
I'm
Have you
always
had
bad.
Sam walk on your back?
No.
Oh
Sam-
yeah, dude, lay on the
Sam weighs
ground.
like 5 pounds. Like
Yeah,
tell
that's the best. Is then you
tell
have
her
to
to carry a
walk,
weight.
walk up and down the spine, and then like kind of push the feet to the outside as it's like a massage. Dude, come on, the Japanese geishas have been doing this for millennia. There's a reason.
Shiatsu.
Telling you, because like you said, Sam weighs 5 pounds. Have her walk around up on your back a little bit, and you'll talk like this while she's doing it, but it's gonna feel so good.
I might have to do that. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
just
been tough. It's been tough.
lay down in the doorway.
Yeah,
that
dude.
way she can stabilize herself on the door frame. Trust me,
Mhm.
I know what I'm talking about.
That does suck, man. Backs are the worst. And then they're attached to everything else, so then it makes your arm hurt because of that, and then your legs are sore, and you're like, fuck. You're old now. Congratulations.
Thanks.
You hear this fucker barking in the background?
I cannot.
No,
It's a impromptu, not cool. Is I can't pay attention for more than 8 seconds because it's roughly DINNER time for them.
Oh,
And as I've said, he is a boxer who's mischievous, so I have to keep looking off screen every 8 seconds to make sure he's not ruining something.
Yeah,
George,
getcha.
stop growling at Troy.
Georgie boy.
But Troy's a corgi and he bullies him around. It's awesome.
All right, let's move on to the final segment of the show, the answers segment, where we do the pre-com segment. You want to pitch a game idea to us, Sleepy Snakes? Go ahead. Let us know. If you don't, whatever, dude. Who cares? If you want to ask us some medical advice, we can help you on that. If you want us to help you with some parenting advice, I'm a hashtag girl dad, so I can help you out with just about anything. You want relationship advice? We're great at that too. You just got a high thought or drunk idea, anything like that, throw it our way. Any thoughts you got? You want us to power rank things? You want us to tell us what color a number is, what number or what a color smells like, anything like that? Hit us up at PassGrayPod on X and use the hashtag PTG answers so we can find them. If you don't have an X account, get one and just use it for that. I don't know how hard that is, but it's not that hard. But you can also just go and email us passgraypod@gmail.com, put answers in the subject so we can search for it that way. But on X, that's the best. What's up, George?
That stupid face.
But on X is the best way for us to see it because that's what we search first. And then at PassGrayPod, hashtag PTG answers. This is the answer segment.
Well, if you just answered the question, why don't you just answer the question? Be honest, no big deal. Yeah, answer the question.
Don't change the subject, just answer the fucking question. It's like, what's the question?
Any questions?
There we go. All right. If you're not watching us on YouTube, know that every episode is available on YouTube. You can watch us as well as listen to us. The audio version comes out moments after we record, and the video version comes out, I would say, probably 10 a.m. Central Time, the Thursday of.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're waiting till Thursdays, if you don't usually watch till Thursdays, you can always watch us. If you got us on at work or anything like that, I always like, if you're watching us, send us a picture of you watching us. I always like it when people like seeing what we're doing while you're watching us, or like seeing where you are if we're on your big TV. Because like, doesn't it feel cool when somebody's like, they got you on the living room TV? You're like, what am I doing on a living room TV? How did I get here? That's cool. And then if you're watching us, know that you can also listen to the audio version anywhere you get your podcasts. And if you're listening, hit the play on the YouTube version. If you're watching, hit the play on the audio version. And then if you're watching us right now, go list your favorite carnival game. Let's get to 200 comments. We'll give away some merch, some free merch. 200 comments. But enjoy interacting with you guys on there. I like popping in every now and then on the chat. It's a little bit after it because obviously I'm not recording at that point in time. It's already been posted, but I like interacting with some of you guys and gals. I know Abby's been interactive with us lately. I know Ashley's been interactive with us. Todd Voss is always out there interacting with us, and we appreciate each and every one. Mikey P, interactive as fuck. They're probably the most on our YouTube channels, but youtube.com/PassGrayPodcast. Just give us a follow and make sure you hit that subscribe button. Our first answers question this week comes from the reigning Pass Gravy MVP of the Gravies Awards, Raymundo Benavidez at KMundoB on X. And Raymundo says, why does the smoke follow you when you're around a fire or a barbecue?
This has been a question that has plagued man since the caveman times.
Right.
And I saw Mike Fish actually answered this on there. Let me find it.
Oh, he gave a scientific answer.
The scientific, and this is what he said. He goes, airflow is all around us, but your body blocks some of that airflow. Thus, because now that pocket has been created without the flow, the air has somewhere to go. Thus, the smoky air fills that pocket, and it looks like the smoke is following you. But why does it follow me and nobody else? There should be lots of air pockets all around it, so the air should be dispersing vaguely equally. Granted, I know I'm going to create a bigger air pocket than anybody else, most likely. But like, also, then how come when I say watermelon, the smoke goes away from me?
Water puts out fire, which
What, Robert?
causes
I don't
the
know if you ever heard
smoke.
that. If you're ever around a fire pit and the smoke's hitting you, say watermelon, and the smoke will move directions. I don't know why that works. That is the closest to real magic that I've ever discovered in the real world. It works. I don't know why.
I was just my answer to why the smoke follows you is just because like shit's fire.
Mm,
Shit's fire.
mm.
Like fire got smoke, bro. Smoke be doing that.
I think smoke just gets attracted to sins. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Smoke's following you. You've done some bad shit. You need to repent.
Yeah.
Which, like, I haven't
Um,
done anything serious, but like, I've got a lot of little sins that have added up. That's why the smoke follows me.
look, Mike, you can use your fancy dancy science if you want to, but I think the real answer to this question is that shit's fire.
Shit's fire.
Fire do that sometimes. Fire be like that.
I mean, they say where there's smoke, there's fire, and I gotta be honest, I'm pretty fire.
Yep. And where there's fire, there's smoke, and where there's smoke, it also follows you around.
Unless you say watermelon,
Unless you, I've never heard that until today.
dude.
Never heard of that either.
We're about like it's nice weather, but it's still a little cool at night. If you have a friend that's got a fire pit, go over, sit around a fire pit, and go watch this watermelon. Smoke soon go at him.
We're gonna do that and just get hit in the face with more smoke. And
I'm
then
telling you, it fucking
idiot.
works. Am I going to make the claim that it works 100% of the time? No, I've had it not work. It works more than it doesn't. And when you're being doused by smoke in the face, you'll try anything.
We'll see. I'm going camping next weekend, so I'll try that.
Keep that watermelon card in your back pocket, dog.
All right, I will get back to you guys in 2 pods and let you know if that is true or not. All right. Good question, Mundo. Very good question, and appreciate you, Mike, weighing in scientifically, even though like I don't need that nerd shit, but I appreciate it. And that's probably the real answer, but shit's fire. That's how it works.
Mm-hmm.
Josh Tree Coddle at Joshua Tree 713 on X says, "Can fish be afraid of heights?"
No, somebody said it underneath this. So it's depths. They're afraid of depths.
Depths are just underwater heights, if you think about it.
It is. Because, I mean, we get to a height high enough. If we fall off, we die. They get to a depth low enough. They can't, the way they get crushed. And what is falling off a building and hitting the cement if not being crushed
Right?
by gravity? And that's the same thing. They're getting crushed by the gravity of the water. Boom. Depths.
But it's still heights.
If they're swimming upside down.
No, dude, it's all heights.
Shit, you know what? Actually, heights would work too for them. Because if they go too high, they're out of water and they can't breathe. Shit. Yep. I think fish are afraid of heights.
They're definitely afraid of heights. Have you ever seen when they like stock a pond and they
No.
do it like if you put a fish in a plane and you were like look down there like that's still a height and I bet a fish would be terrified. He's like, "There's no water anywhere around here. I'm
Flying
terrified
fish.
of this."
Flying fish aren't.
They can't go that high. You ever seen those motherfuckers fly? They don't
Yeah.
fly that high.
But they're like the evil Knievel of fish. They're like, dude, you can't breathe out here. I don't give a fuck. Watch this. Watch this again.
I can hold my breath, bitch.
Oh, look at you. You like breathing down there? Check it out. Ariel.
Yeah, I think fish are absolutely afraid of heights.
Heights and depths. Fish are just scaredy cats.
But depths are just water heights. So if you're afraid of depths, you're afraid of heights.
Yes.
All right. We're on the
Agreed.
same page there. Makes sense. Robert, do you agree?
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
afraid of heights.
And the depth is water heights.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought. I knew that shit. All right. Moving on. Great question, Josh Tree. Oh, power ranking time. It's this is Quentin Hughes at Q the Ace on X. Good hearing from you again, Quentin. Quentin says, power rank these middle school jokes. They're not as much jokes as they are like a slang or just they're kind of jokes.
They're middle school jokes. They're not
Middle
deep.
school jokes. All right. Mike Hawk, Sofa King, iCup, Do You Like CDs, and Hugh Jazz. Robert, you first.
Do you need us to explain any of these?
The CDs one.
You want to see these nuts? You know ICUP though? ICUP?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Gross pet. I'll
Hey,
go.
don't kink shame.
My number 5, I'm gonna go with CDs.
CDs?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with CDs. Number 5. Number 4, I'm going jazz.
Yeah.
Wait, what one?
Number 3, I'm going hawk.
Wait,
Like
no,
the-
you had to
like
say the
the
full
bird.
name.
Number 2, I'm going king. And number 1 is iCup.
ICUP's
Okay.
number
I
1.
do like iCup. For middle school,
Ooh,
like middle
that's what
school,
Robert
in
likes.
middle school,
Mm.
it just seems like
You like watching middles?
Whoa, dude, don't
these
say
middle school
that.
jokes.
Calm down, Jared.
Hey, yeah, relax, man.
Take it easy.
I'll go next. At 5, I got you, Jazz. Still funny that one time we got Milo Hamilton to say that during a spring training game. He would do happy birthday shout outs and he said Hugh Jazz and we would feed it to him from like the KTRH studio. We're like, oh yeah, and then so and so and so and so and so and so and you Jazz. He's like, and you Jazz and all that jazz. Sofa King 4. Funny, and it was like you could say fucking as a kid. Mike Hawk was really funny. That always played. I think it was a Bart Simpson calling to get Homer at Moe's. That one I'll always remember.
I see Wiener.
Yeah. Yeah, Seymour Butts was also really going. Number 2 is iCup, ICUP. Classic. Classic. And then number 1 has to be do you like CDs? Not necessarily just do you like CDs, but like I still do D's nuts jokes today. Like we do D's nuts jokes regularly. So that stayed with me. So not only was that cool in middle school, it's still cool as a 36-year-old for me. So yeah, do you like CDs? iCup, Mike Hawk, Sofa King, and you Jazz.
Yeah, we're gonna have pretty similar ones. 5, I've got Hugh Jazz. 4, I'm gonna go Sofa King as well. 3, I went ICUP. ICUP funny. I didn't pull that one as much though.
Yeah. But when
Yeah.
somebody dropped it, it always worked.
Yeah, and then I'll go gotta go Mike Hawk 2, and then CD's 1. CD's has to be 1, but Mike Hawk is great.
That's a good one.
I love,
Good
dude,
one.
I can't tell you how much I love Mike Hawk.
Every time I did Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, I named my guy Mike Hawk. I was Tony's brother. And I played.
It's so good.
Yeah, so good. Great power rankings. Q, Quentin, great power rankings, dude. Let's move on to this is Tessa G at Tessa Goriance on X, and Tessa says, "Do humans look like different shapes the way clouds do?" Yes.
And like 2 clouds? Do we
Like,
look?
I guess 2 clouds, but I also like to think of it as like if we just went people watching, like you go to the mall, you're like, that guy looks like a tree.
I was thinking it was from the clouds perspective because obviously, if we're looking at it, yeah, people are different. You're not going to look at me and Alex's silhouette and go, "Who's who?" I can't tell the difference.
But sometimes
Pretty
people's
obvious.
silhouette looks like stuff.
Yeah, but I think ours are pretty. I mean, just look at this. How much wider my shoulders are in the camera than yours.
Right, but like you would look like something different than I would look like, just like clouds all look different.
I was thinking it was from the cloud's perspective. Do we look like a different?
Then yes.
And I would have said no to that though, because basically, can you tell the difference between 2 ants? Because that's what they're looking at is ants.
Oh, totally, dude. I
No.
can tell every minute detail about an ant.
Okay, Ant-Man. I didn't know we had Paul Rudd in the studio today.
Look, let's not get into DC here. This isn't a DC conversation.
I'm gonna say no.
Robert?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go say no as well.
God damn it. All right.
I
Fine.
love how in sync me and Robert are on these all the time.
Not always. The other week you were like losing your shit because he didn't agree with you.
Not always, but if
You
there's
just assume you've got him in your pocket. You don't always have him in your pocket, dude.
whenever there's a deciding vote that Robert has to cast, 90% of the time he's.
I
with
would
me.
say a surprising amount of times.
I wouldn't say
And
90 though.
Nothing else in life do me and Robert agree this much on,
Literally no.
other than our love for the Astros.
Although if you looked at the gravy Day post today. Robert was posting a picture next to an Astros World Series trophy, and Pat, not an Astros World Series
Well,
trophy.
I've never taken a fucking tour
Interesting.
to the Astros stadium.
Interesting.
I don't
Just
tour
something I
stadiums
thought was
of the
worth
city
sharing.
in which I live.
By the way, if
Okay.
you have pictures of you, make you like do something cool in your Gravy Day pictures. Do some cool shit, tag us, and then we'll yank your photo and use it as a Gravy Day post, and then you can share it, and it's fun. Abby
Next week, you,
Gibbons.
you can give Troy giving me a hug on the toilet. That'll be a great Gravy Day post.
Well, we might get it taken down if that's what.
You can't, it's only from the chest up.
All
If I
right,
didn't
well,
tell you
we'll
it was on
see.
the toilet, you might not even know I was on the toilet.
Okay.
You can tell I'm on the toilet.
But I mean, Abby Gibbons has been kind of coming along strong right now with her sending some like she I love that she rocks the April Fool's Somewhere shirt. Like that's probably my favorite shirt we have, and like she rocks that more than I've seen anybody else. You know what? I'm adding her. I said I'm adding her. I'm adding her to the Woman of the Year category already. So congratulations on your early nomination. But I could also remove it if you don't keep interacting with us. So don't forget that. Don't forget. Next up, last question. Speaking of the devil, Abby Gibbons at Abby Gibbons 17 on X. Abby says, "Are eggs the new lobsters?" And by that, I believe she means like lobsters used to be prisoner food. They're like, yeah, this shit is a bottom feeder. We just grab it and it's cheap as fuck. We'll make prisoners eat it. And now it's a luxury. And eggs kind of becoming that way, I feel like.
It works on many levels because way back in the day, lobster was actually peasant food.
That's exactly what I just said.
I know. Sorry, I was dealing with a corgi who was cranky.
Okay.
I was half listening. I'm gonna be honest. I was half listening to what
I
you
said it
said.
was prisoner food.
Oh well, no, I said commoners and peasants.
Well, they would give it to the prisoners because they're like, fuck them. We'll give them lobsters. You have fun eating your fucking sea bugs.
Um, on a lesser scale, yes, they are. They're still not, $25 a pound. That'll become a problem when eggs do that. But
Dude, speaking of crawfish, I saw it was like $22 a pound the other day. I was like,
I don't know. But I had another
what?
crawfish boil this last
What
weekend.
world? What world? 22?
That's insane. I will say this.
Get the fuck out of my face. I
I
will
don't know if
turn
you've
around.
had
I will
it.
turn the fuck around and leave.
Have you had any yet this season?
Yes, once.
We got a good season going on. I had this one this last weekend, and the other one was what, 3 weeks before?
Ones I had were mid.
I've only seen big boys. Now, see, if you're going to restaurants, I don't think they're getting good. I'm talking about when you do a home crawfish boil, get everyone together, whoever's buying the sacks. I've had two fantastic crawfish batches so far. Big. Early in the season, this big, I'm thinking we're having a good year coming.
You're charging $20. I remember back in the day when it was $20 all you could eat crawfish.
See, that's the thing. You gotta
$20 a pound. Get the fuck out. 22?
This is why it's important.
I should have called and reported them and be like, they're actually trying to rob their customers right now.
This is why it's important to have a boy who does crawfish. Because
Yeah.
you like going out to eat crawfish, the prices are insane, man. But when you have a boy that's got a crawfish boil, and the best thing about the crawfish boil is you can invite 50 people. You buy 3 sacks. There's probably really only going to be 2 people that are getting after it, so you can eat all you can eat crawfish. Most people are going to put down like a pound, and that's it.
I'm going to crawfish boil in like a month. Pretty stoked about it. My friend Darren rocks at crawfish. So I'm pretty stoked about that. And also like everybody chips in, but like you throw in $20, $30 for everybody, but then that's for like the group, not a pound or whatever. Like that's what makes me mad about all that shit.
I probably had 9-10 pounds of crawfish. I had 3 full half pans of crawfish.
Ooh,
Plus
somebody
sausage and onions and corn and all.
Fuck yeah. You know, a lot of people could say that I held up the crawfish economy. Like I single-handedly
Without a doubt.
was keeping prices down because I was buying it so much that they were like, well, we don't gotta like when Alex is not buying from us, we gotta raise these rates. Like somebody make the meme, verbal meme, but somebody make this in reality. It's crawfish prices. The entire crawfish prices, and it's the gun. And then the crawfish economy or the crawfish industry. And it's just Alex the soldier just taking all the bullets. Because I was single-handedly holding up the crawfish economy because really, I mean, prices just rose after I got out the game.
Yeah, I mean, some people might say that then you single-handedly crash the market. I won't say that. I'm not going to say that.
I
will
was holding
say,
up. I was keeping prices great.
hey, in my book, buddy, you're a hero.
I
You
am
are
a
a
hero.
hero.
I am a hero. I'm not. Those are your words, not mine.
You're a hero for what you did
Some
for the
people
crawfish
might say
economy.
hero. Guinness would not say that, but fuck them. We have the gravy book of records.
Yeah, fuck Guinness.
208
Hey,
consecutive weeks. They
make
can
good
wipe,
beer, but
they
the
can wipe their
records are
ass with
bullshit.
it. Is what they can do. Fuck them. And I won't drink their beer either. But
Eggs are the new
yeah,
lobsters. Yeah.
eggs are the new lobsters. They're trending that way correctly. Yeah. But like, bring back crawfish prices, guys. What the fuck? Fuck is it? You guys know I have bad cholesterol. I can't just go
we're
into
early in the
this.
season. We're still pretty early in the season. They'll get better.
$22.
I don't know where you saw. You need to never go to that restaurant again. That's bullshit. That's bullshit that they're charging those
22.
prices.
I
Seriously,
laughed. I was like, I hope no one ever eats
them.
there.
Don't dox them.
I won't.
But never go there again because they engage in bad business
Jesus.
practices.
Like, what the fuck, man? What the fuck? If they are lobsters that you're just disguising as crawfish, you know what? I would have given them a pass. But what I saw did not look like lobsters disguised as crawfish.
It's horseshit. I'm sorry.
And I don't care how good they are. 22 a pound? No. I didn't eat it. Didn't eat it. Didn't indulge. Not in this economy. I gotta have first and last month's rent ready. Shit. All right, that was it. Abby, great questions. Great questions, everybody. Great questions. Tessa, Quentin, Josh Tree, Raymundo. Appreciate all you guys and gals at Pass Grade Pod on X. Use the hashtag PTG Answers. And then, yeah, hit us up via email if you want to do it that way. passgradepod@gmail.com. Hold on. Let me pull up the random person generator.
Check it out. I changed my name.
What'd you change? Big Man Blastoise. I don't think they'll see that, but I like that. I am at Alex J. Middleton on all socials. Pat is at not Pat Dion on all socials. Robert is at Robert Barbosa03 on all socials. We are at Pass the Gravy Pod on all socials. Give us a follow, comment, like, follow, subscribe. Go subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hit play on both the YouTube and the audio version. Share us with a friend. Give us a 5-star review. Please help us out. We appreciate each and every one of you guys and gals that are part of the Gravy Gang. And we love you guys. Thanks for hanging out with us each week. And let's do this. The random celebrity generator.
I got George Bush.
George Bush. Who you got? Hold on. We can't pick any of these people. Gene Borota, Meryl Streep, Marlon Brando, Kirk Douglas, Michelle Pfeiffer, Fred Stolle, Jesse Owens, or Kurt Russell. We can't pick them. You got George Bush. I'll go Patrick Swayze.
Hey, why don't you show me that camera real
yeah.
quick to make sure Patrick Swayze's not on there and you're not a liar. Okay, I trust you now. I see all the names that you already said. Okay.
Kurt Russell's the last one.
Not that I don't trust you.
No, I'm just making sure. I got you.
strive for integrity.
Well, that's why I was listing all the names. Like I can't just riff on. All right, Robert, who you got?
You know, I'm also going with the Patrick. I thought you were about to take mine. That would have been funny if we both picked the same one. But I was going to go Patrick Stewart.
Patrick Stewart. All right. Let's do this. Connie Huck, Claudia Winkleman, Jack Nicklaus, Jerry Rice, Beastie Boys, Carol Smiley, Mario Andretti, and Neve Campbell. We can do it one more time, right? We can do it one more time.
Yeah, do it one more time.
George Bush, Patrick Swayze, and Patrick
Stewart.
I must have said Patrick Star. Kirsten Dunst, Henry Fonda, Beyonce, Outkast, Kathy Bates, Rocky Marciano, Rayford Johnson, and Samuel L. Jackson. Nope. Nobody got it, but maybe we'll get it next week.
I was sneaky with mine too. I gave myself a chance at 2 people by just saying George Bush. Because if W had came up, I would have been like, obviously I meant W.
That's true. Yeah,
I almost pulled a fast one on you guys.
I would have given it to you either way.
I would have made you fucking give it to me.
All right. Great pod, everybody. Love you guys. Have a great rest of your week. Until we talk, we'll be back in person next week.
Yep.
So any audio issues will be fixed. But hope you have a great rest of your week. We love you. Until we talk to you next time, pass the gravy. Yeah, bitches.
Gravy, gang, gang, gang. Baby, pop the top and let it spread. As we're listening to Past the Grave. We're going fishing for your bitch today. We're drunk in Houston, Now we go ahead and lick and we'll get rich today.